Hello everyone and welcome back to AneurynPlays. Hold on a second. This isn't right. There we go. Hello everyone and welcome back to AneurynPlays. My name is Aneurin, this is 𝗬𝗄𝗁, and today we have got our community hangout. Just to be able to sit down and have a chat with you guys for a few hours before I take a break from streaming for a week. But of course, first of all, most important, welcome to Tim, Marley, OJ. How are you guys doing? And of course, 𝗬𝗄𝗁. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, everybody. I'm not doing too bad. A little bit of a lazy one today, but I think I deserve it.
Yeah, I think we all do. That was a bit of a long stream last night.
I didn't even just mean last night's stream, but yeah, true.
9 hours in the end. I've done longer streams before. I've done 12-hour stream. I did 8. Wait, we did 2, didn't we? Did we do 2? No, we did a 12-hour stream for New Year's one year, but we did the Christmas stream was only an 8-hour stream.
Yeah. The last time, well, actually, no, more like the first time you did a 12-hour stream was back in the Twitch days.
Yes.
And then on YouTube, yeah, you have only done the 12-hour stream once, and you did the Christmas stream only for 8 hours, which I feel is a pretty good shake anyway. I mean, that's a work shift.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I definitely will be doing 12-hour streams again in the future. We'll do New Year's streams again in the future. I would love to do like a 24-hour stream, but that is just not something that I've reached that age now that I can't stay awake for more than a day. So my filter will be well and truly off if I was to do a 24-hour New Year's stream, and that would not be good for me or for any of us.
I personally don't think that 24-hour streams are really healthy for anybody.
No, they're not.
Sorry.
I think a marathon stream, though, is fun every now and again.
And that's exactly what it has to be. If people are young enough and healthy enough to be able to put themselves through that, then
Absolutely.
Sure. But please don't do them often. I mean, myself, I may have been sat in a chair for most of it, but I was pushing my luck last night. By the time I went to bed after stream, I'd been awake for 22 hours.
Yeah.
And I can't do that anymore. I'm not young anymore.
It's not good. I think what we'll do in future is we might do a New Year's stream, but what we might do is like share the burden, like allow me to go and sleep for a little bit while 𝗬𝗄𝗁 takes over, and then 𝗬𝗄𝗁 can go sleep while I take over, and then we probably could do a 24-hour stream, and that would be really fun to do. Because that was one of the things, is like, one of the things I felt really bad about when we did the 12-hour stream is, like, we only got halfway around the world with the Happy New Year's, and we had to
we tried our best, but...
Yeah, we just had to end, but, unfortunately, I think in the future, though, now that we've got more, I think oh, excuse me. I've had hiccups all afternoon. It's so bad. I think with 𝗬𝗄𝗁 being more confident behind the microphone, I think that it would be a little bit easier for her to take over and continue streaming for me. And with some of the plans that we've got in the future as well, that would definitely lean into it. You know, we would definitely have some cool ideas that we would like to do in the future, and yeah, that's that could even be a part of it, where we do a 24-hour marathon. It wouldn't even necessarily be a marathon, it'd be a relay, wouldn't it? Because if I do a bit, then
I was going to say
do a
it's
bit.
more like a relay.
Yeah, but yeah, I would love to do that again. Do it properly this time. Stay awake for a full 24 hours. Say Happy New Year to every time zone. I think that would be really cool.
Even yours.
Even my time, even my time zone, yeah, wherever that might be.
I didn't actually mean you specifically. That was supposed to be like an ambiguous and yours for whoever is here.
Yeah, pointing at you in the audience. Hello. Welcome to... Oh, do we see just join in Handicap Gaming? Mint, how are you doing? Skull and Melissa, welcome, welcome, welcome. 24-hour what? Oh, we were just talking about doing like a 24-hour New Year's stream. We did a 12-hour New Year's stream 2 years ago, and I wanted to do that again, but I think we want to do it like 24-hour relay stream. Would be really fun. OG said, I once streamed for 14 hours. I cut off after 10 hours though, because apparently YouTube does not automatically archive streams longer than 12. That is true. What you can do though, is if you set up 2 12-hour sessions, now at very least, you can, if you set up for 2 12-hour sessions, you can, what's it called? What's the word? Redirect. Raid, I suppose, is the Twitch term. You can redirect into a second stream, and it takes all of your chatters and moves them over to the new stream. So that's something that we could actually do in the future. You still tired, boss? No worries. I hope you're doing better, though. I really do hope you're doing better. I imagine that you're feeling a little bit run down right now, but, you know, if there's anything we can do, as always, you know, call us out. Shout out, and we'll see what we can do to help.
Reach out and we will help in any way we can.
Yeah, of course.
Words are fun.
Words are fun. I am tired. Tim was nearly right. Tim said, I suppose it was like 2-3 hours of sleep. It was a little bit more than 2-3 hours of sleep. And,
barely
more than, it was more like maybe about 5 hours of sleep. And, oh boy, it was so weird. I had so many just absolutely bonkers dreams. Like some were really deeply personal dreams, which I'm not going to share right now. But the first dream that I had that I can remember was incredibly emotional and connected to my family and deaths of my grandparents and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into details with it, but it was, as you can imagine, with something like that, it was a very, very emotional dream. And the second dream was... The second dream was just like walking through a mall. I have no idea why. Maybe I'm thinking of retro games, because that's what we kind of were looking for. We were looking for a retro game store. We're looking for an old video game store, which I will be doing at some point during the next week while I have off. And the third dream was like totally bonkers, like cyberpunk, dystopian future style. I lived in a city called City 8. And my parents called me to celebrate my sister's birthday, and we were just quote unquote going out for a couple of drinks. So we went out to a place. We had some coffee and such, and then my parents said, "Oh, we need to get onto this bus." So we jumped onto the bus, and it was me and 𝗦𝘄𝗶𝘁𝗰𝗵. 𝗦𝘄𝗶𝘁 is someone who comes to the stream regularly. He's a member of our community. He's a friend of ours in real life. 𝗦𝘄𝗶𝘁𝗰 was my housemate in the dream. And so we both went out. We had a good time. My parents were like, "Oh, we need to get onto this bus now." And I thought, oh, this must be the last bus to get back home to where we were. But as we got onto the bus, it leaves the city. And we're like, what are we doing? Why are we leaving the city? I thought this was going to be the bus to take us home. Like, oh, no, we're going out to City 12. It's like an hour away. And I'm like, I can't go to City 12. I'm not dressed to go out. Why are we going? It's so late. Why are we going all the way to City 12? And so we got off at an interchange. And there was these cool bulkheaded interchanges where we got off the bus. 𝗦𝘄𝗶𝘁𝗰 and I got off the bus. And we were told there wasn't another bus going back to City 8. So we said, okay, that's fine. We'll go out through the public exit. And we entered into City 6. Now, the problem with City 6 is it was being run by a mad AI. And when I say a mad AI, I mean literally an AI that had gone insane. And this dream was definitely influenced by Pragmata, because the city was just all mis-3D printed buildings.
Was it City 6 or City 12?
No, City 6. City 12 was the city that we were going to. City 6...
Right, okay.
The cities weren't... if I remember correctly from my dream, I got a huge amount of information, considering, you know, it was a dream. The cities weren't actually built in... They're not numbered in proximity to each other. They're numbered when they were built. So, we were from City 8. City 6 was kind of to the northeast. No, to the northwest, sorry. And City 8 was a little bit more west than northwest. So it was a little bit south of City 6. But City 6 was in quarantine because of the mad AI. So we had to work our way, me and Wasusa had to make our way through this nearly incomprehensible city. Take into consideration, dream physics are always weird anyway. Geometry is always weird. But this was in a city where everything was already weird. And dream geometry came into it. So, Wasusa and I had to make our way through City 6 to get to another interchange to go back to City 8. That was my dream. Why did I dream that?
Well, like you said...
No worries, Melissa. You have a good evening. Thank you so much for the well wishes, and we will catch you next time. But yeah, beyond that, the other thing which was completely bonkers, there was a character which was in all three dreams. There was a woman... I think she was like a delivery driver in the first dream. She was a shop assistant in the second dream, and she was the ticket master at the bus interchange in the third dream. And when I said to her, hang on a second, I think I recognize you, she said, yes, I had to be in multiple dreams thanks to this economy.
Yeah, just what is your head?
At that point, I'm just screaming, I want to wake up, I want to wake up, I want to wake up, this is too weird.
The dreams are self-aware.
The dreams are self-aware. I don't want that. So yes, that was my very fun 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, just reliving the AI-driven dystopian future.
Yeah. And like I said, clearly influenced by Pragmata.
Might be more real than you think.
Yeah, no.
That's how bad it is, folks. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that is how bad it is, folks. Dreams have to get multiple jobs.
I first phrase is like, well, there's a glitch in the Matrix, but like, this is some prophetic stuff now.
Oh, I just missed that Ghost Skull said that he had to go as well. All right, sorry, Ghost Skull. Sorry we missed that during my spiel.
Yeah, they said gotta go. Sleep needs me and democracy.
And democracy. Well, you sleep well. Probably already missed you, but sleep well, Skull. And we will catch you next time. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks to everyone for dropping by. It really does mean a lot that you guys have dropped in to say hi and goodbye. It does mean the world. It genuinely does. But yeah, there we go. I hope that answers Tim's question.
There was, in fact, a sleep.
There was a sleep. That is true. There was a
And
sleep.
apparently lots of bus travel.
And lots...
As someone who takes the bus on a regular basis, yeah, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that.
Yeah, right. It's It was a unique dream. To say the least, it was a unique dream. Yeah. But, I don't know, I kind of feel like I should be writing that down. That sounds like it would make for a really good game.
Well, at very least, like, you've already relayed it to me once, and you've done, like, a shorter version of it right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So hopefully that will help you with keeping the idea floating around your head. You can always do something with it later.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or now, I don't know.
Or now, yeah, I can just
get onto
coding.
that RPG Maker.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a really good point. I hadn't even considered that. Yeah, I could just do, like, an RPG Maker game.
Yeah, I keep threatening to finally download it and have a play around.
Yeah.
Like, even if I don't do anything more serious than that, it's just to get something out of my head and go like, there it is.
Absolutely.
Go play my fever dream.
And that's the thing, is like...
Go play my fanfiction.
I have been wanting to do games for a while, you know? And I'm not a programmer. Not properly. Like, I've done web design, I've done PHP, I've done HTML, I've done some minimal JavaScripting and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just one of those things, you know, where I would really like to do more, but at this point in time, with everything that we're doing here on the channel, I feel like I don't have the time to do it. I definitely need to put in the time and the effort to learn how to do it. Even RPG Maker, like, it's not as easy as it used to be. Like, back in the day, it was so straightforward because it didn't have a lot of features. But in 2026, it's kind of a big deal. Like, there's a lot going on with RPG Maker. A lot of new features that they've added. You still can't swap characters out easily, which is really frustrating. But, like, that's one of the major things, you know, in any RPG, is changing characters. The only way you can change characters is by having a story-based event where one character is removed from the party and new characters added. You can't just go into a menu and select, I want this character to leave the party and this character to join the party. That doesn't exist for some reason. And I'd asked on one of the forums, like, is this actually a thing? Is this in the game? Is this something I can do? And they said no. We've been asking it for decades. And they've never added it. Which is ridiculous. When you really stop and think about it, when it comes to an RPG, the idea of just going into a menu and selecting which characters you want in your main party, the fact that that is not in RPG Maker is insane. Hey Tails, welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
Hello.
I just saw the notification. What did I miss? What's going on?
Dreams are weird.
Dreams are that is true. That is absolutely true. That is very, very weird. But nothing too serious. Yeah, exactly. Nothing too serious. I'm just going on a break. I'm taking some time off. I do have a thing called the loading zone now, which tells people the news from me in the channel. Just saying. I did mention this. Y'all should be watching. Speaking of loading zone, even though we are taking a week off next week, I will still be posting a loading zone on Monday. I don't know if it will necessarily be on time on Monday, but it will be on Monday.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
the point is you're still going to put that out. You'll go over the break again and any other little bits of news as they come.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take this time to... I said that I was going to... This is... I said I was going to take a break, right? I did say that. I said that I was going to actually take a break for a change, instead of just doing what I usually do, and take a break and use the opportunity that I'm not streaming to work 24 hours a day for the full 7 days. I'm not going to be doing that. I definitely will be taking a break, but I am also going to be doing some work. Some of the things I need to do, some of the things I want to do. One of the things is that I want to get myself properly set up to be releasing videos on AneurynXtra. Sorry, I couldn't remember what my other channel was called. I've only posted one video on AneurynXtra, and I've thought of a few things that I want to do. So I will be doing that over on AneurynXtra. That's going to be mostly for like videos and shorts and things. Whereas I'm going to focus this channel as it is just on streaming. So AneurynPlays is literally just going to be streaming. AneurynXtra is going to have videos. Except for the loading zone, which is going to be on AneurynPlays. The videos that I do upload on AneurynXtra will be won't necessarily be scheduled, but I will let you guys know if there's a video being released. I probably won't let you guys know if there's a short being released because I don't want to spam you with shorts. But I am trying to get a system set up where I can do shorts like every couple of days, perhaps. Just something quick to post. I don't know how long that will take. I don't know how well it will last. I also need to get some new hard drives so that I can actually store these videos, which is a little bit of an issue because I'm currently juggling files back and forth between different hard drives on my PC. So I do need to do that. I need to spend some money. I don't want to, but I need to spend some money, buy a bloody big, huge hard drive, and hopefully, you know, keep all that nice and safe and secure and archived. The term loading zone feels so realistic now. I know, right? It's so good to actually have that. Like, we've talked about the loading zone for literally years. And we've always tried to figure out the best way to do the loading zone. We've tried it as being just chatting streams. We tried it as being the intro section of a stream. Like, we called the chatting section at the beginning of a stream the loading zone. Or we tried, and it just didn't fit. And now we've got this weekly video that's going out, which is news and updates about the channel, about real life, and it's so real. It's actually there. It's a thing that I'm doing now, and hopefully people will notice it. Hope springs eternal. And people will see what's actually happening, and we've got the question of the week stuff going on there as well. So that's something for you guys to interact with, at least. It's not just going to be so bland and boring. You know, we got things going on there. So take 10 minutes out of your day and watch the loading zone. Tail says, "My brother, my queen. You've earned a break, my friends. I hope you both get rest and enjoy your space. You'll be missed, but if you don't come back soon, I'ma find you." Okay. That's a promise. That is a promise. We will be back soon. We'll be back in like a week. It's not going to be very long. If it ends up being a little bit more than a week, it is probably because I have decided to take apart my desk and have to rebuild everything on it, and I haven't quite finished yet. So there's a vague possibility that that it may take a little bit longer. Right? A very, very vague possibility that it might take a little bit longer. But I'm not planning on being gone for more than a week.
The plan is to have the week to have a bit of rest and to get some things done without pressure. If it's an extended break, it's because you've gone and done something and now you're not ready anymore.
Absolutely. I always like doing things that result in me not being ready. Sorry, I'm just having a drink a second.
That's fine. I mean, for me, on one hand, I'm probably still going to continue doing work, but there'll certainly be a little bit less pressure on me.
Oh, yeah,
because
absolutely.
having to divide my attention, and this is always coming after work as well, has been tough, and I have been starting to feel the burnout pretty bad. So for me, certainly this break will mean like, okay, cool. I can now come home. I can do the things I need to do, but I won't have to like also be like, I don't know how else to put it. Like when it comes to you and the streaming time, that's where like you describe it as being on.
Yes, that's right.
Whereas for me, it's more that I can't, it's not even about switching off. It's the fact that I am still in, okay, I have to do things. I'm still doing things. I'm still locked in and blah, blah, blah. Right.
Like I would be considered, I would consider myself being on, and Kiko is on guard.
On guard, yep, that would be it. And it will, I think it'll be good for me to have a week of not doing that.
Absolutely.
So that I can actually just put my head down and go like, okay, I'm now going to do these other things that I need to do, but I can also just relax. I can relax and be my own world and get it done.
Yeah, and that's the thing is
go to bed at a healthier hour.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that. That's something which I've noticed actually. Speaking of personal situations right now, one of the things I've discovered with my schedule is that my medication does not agree with my schedule. So that's something that I'm going to be working on. Hey, Noctum, welcome to the stream. Are you leaving? No, I'm not leaving. We're just taking a break. Thank you, thanks Mint for keeping everyone up to speed. I really appreciate that, mate. Sargon's making me mad, taking a 5-minute break. I love Sargon. Sargon's great. He's great.
He is, but he's a dumbass.
He's a dumbass. He's a total himbo, but yeah, I actually managed to influence someone to buying a video game. So my job is done. I quit YouTube. Someone actually bought a game that I recommended. Done. Thanks. Appreciate it.
I got a friend back in the day to make a decision to buy not only a game, but a whole console. And I felt pretty good about that.
Actually, we got Tim and Lainey to buy Guild Wars. Probably should do something about that in the future.
I would like to just start playing it even just off stream. Yeah, just have fun.
Yeah. I created a new character in Guild Wars too, so I could play with Tim. I know Tim actually
remade
really
that character
enjoyed the game.
again.
I know Tim really enjoyed the game because he was playing it by himself. It's hideous. We will get onto Guild Wars and we'll play. We do have a plan for Guild Wars in the future. We have decided how we're going to be doing it. But I'm not going to give you any more information on that now. Just know that Guild Wars 1 Reforged will be coming in the future. Welcome to the stream, Stylish. I wish I could stay, but I've got other stuff to attend to. This month sucks for me. No worries, bro. It's all good. I'll see you guys another time. Hope you're having a better time than me. Well, I hope you get all the stuff that you need to get done. I hope it's not as much of a burden. And
yeah, you hang in there, mate.
Yeah, hang in there. Good luck, and we'll see you when you get back. We're gonna be gone for a week, so we'll see you when we get back. Yeah, we'll be playing for you. Sending good vibes and synthwave music. Let's see if I can catch up.
Yeah, I'm still catching up on chat.
Yeah. I'm Hellfire, welcome to the stream. All says you're going on break and bring us back. Okay, cool. Thank you for the hammer. Appreciate it.
I'd be very happy for Hellfire to be running around with hammers while we're gone.
Yeah, actually, that's probably... maybe I could take that back off him. But yeah. No, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a well-needed rest because, like I said, I've taken breaks since I started streaming. Like, I started streaming in 2023. We have taken breaks from streaming, but I have not taken a break since 2023. And I mean that. Anytime that I've not been streaming, it's either been because I'm sick or I'm working intensively on doing an update. The only time that I really get a break is the 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year. And even then, throughout that time, I'm usually working on updates to go live in January. So it's one of those things. I've just been, like, a lot of people think that, oh, you know, he's just a streamer. He's a bit, you know, doesn't really do anything. He just streams for 5 hours a day. That's not how I work, unfortunately. I can't not do things. And so I am working almost continuously, and anytime that I'm taking time for a break, it's usually me thinking of what I'm doing next. Maybe I am playing a game, but I'm playing it to be able to get to a certain point that I can stream. Or I'm trying to sleep. I mean, that's the only other time. I take my medication, sit down and watch TV, and hope for the best. But, yeah, I really don't take breaks. I'm actually a bit concerned, honestly, about taking this week off, because I feel like I'm going to end up panicking that I'm not doing anything.
I mean, for sure, you're going to do that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's absolutely going to happen. I mean, I don't want it to, you know, waste my entire week of just panicking that I'm not doing anything. But you know what? We've got some conversations that we need to have, Kiko and I, because we're still working on stuff for the channel in general. And for other things that are coming up in the future. So it's going to be a good time to be able to take a moment for ourselves and just sit down and have a chat about how things are going, where we think things are leading, the slight change in direction that we're going to be having here on the channel. But just generally, hopefully I can just rest and relax.
It'll be a bit of a time to rebalance.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Rebalance is really a good word. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
I feel for viewers that when we come back, honestly, not really a whole lot is going to change. But at the same time, like during that week and when we talk about what we could be doing or what we may want to do, maybe there will be bigger changes. But certainly, at least from the outset, this is just a break with maybe modifications to the schedule moving forward and the kind of games that'll be played here.
Yes. Yeah, so if you've been keeping appraised of what is going on, basically one of the things that I have found quickly burnt me out this year was trying to keep up to date with the newest releases. I didn't like it. It's not something I want to do. And I have found that it has not really helped my channel. If anything, playing Resident Evil 9 has severely handicapped my channel. And now I need to break through that. Now I need to just... Going on a break might be a good idea for a channel reset as well. And, you know, there's been a few times in the past couple of months that I have genuinely considered... This is one of the things I've not really talked about. I have genuinely considered if I have completely ruined my channel and should I quit. Because the Resident Evil stuff has been... The impact was noticeable. And,
it's the kind of impact that when a channel is at this size already, and it's hard enough to break out through the algorithm, to get shared, to get seen, to be actively punished by whatever hang-up YouTube had with that game. It's really something that messes with your motivation to begin with. But nobody has a crystal ball to know, well, what do I have to do to get out of this situation?
And no one has a crystal ball to know what YouTube is going to be pissed off at next.
Is it a matter of just don't play that game? Okay, well, it's been a few weeks and we haven't played that game. But it's not like there's a timer on that kind of punishment.
No.
And that's ultimately what it is. It may sound dramatic to use that word, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
YouTube took issue with this one game, and unfortunately, unless you were already like one of the juggernauts of YouTube, then it was extremely hard to come back from that.
Yeah, it's really hard to weather that kind of storm because, you know, if you're really... Even the big YouTubers were seeing anything up to a 50% drop in their viewership. Which is exactly where I saw more than that, actually. And, it was scary, you know? I have seen my viewership drop from... Well, I thought I was doing quite well, you know? I saw my viewership dropping from the... upper 20s to low to mid 30s, which is good, you know. It's decent for a channel my size. I was getting huge amount of views and a lot of watch time, and I was getting a lot of it from non-subscribed people, which is great. That's exactly what you want. And then when I played Resident Evil, I watched it drop down to single digits. And it's been there ever since. And there have been a couple of times where I've thought to myself, that's it. It's all gone because of one game. Maybe I should just quit. And I'm not the only one that's been talking about this. Like, it's not just me. A lot of bigger YouTubers have talked about this as well. And they've said that their motivation feels like it's been severely impacted. There are some of the advice that we're actually given in these situations, not necessarily from YouTube themselves, but by other people who have gone through these sorts of things. They say that it's actually better to not stream or not produce as much content during the time that you might be shadow banned. Excuse me, again, hiccups, my apologies. If you think that you've been shadow banned or deboosted, streaming a lot can still negatively impact you because YouTube is deboosting your streams. You're not getting your streams shown to people as much, and because of that, YouTube is reading your analytics as, oh, he fell off. But it's all because they are deboosting me. So it could be better to take this break, you know? And that is one of the reasons why I'm taking it. One, I need a break, and two, my channel might need a break to have a little bit of a algorithm reset.
And thus, rebalance.
Rebalance is a good word. But yeah, a lot of people have been talking about this recently. It's all been since Resident Evil. Whether or not it was actually Resident Evil that did it, or whether it was a change to the way that the algorithm pushed things, we still don't know. And we'll never know because YouTube will never tell us.
Back to the whole crystal ball thing.
Exactly, yeah. So... And considering there are so many people on YouTube that this is their income, like, I don't think YouTube is ever going to be my primary income. Yes. Our primary income as a family, no. Kiko is going to be the primary income with her 9 to 5, you know. But if I can make a little bit of cash on the side, a little bit extra, something to subsidize me buying more video games, you know, that's a good thing. That is going to be, that's one less burden on Kiko. That's one less burden on that income, you know?
Well, I mean, heck, you might do so well that you can buy me video games.
Exactly.
Who knows? Or, I don't know, get me a little webcam and a new model kit.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's something I've been wanting to do.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to do some Gunpla stuff, but I need to set up my office to be able to do that. I was going to say something else then. I just, no. Let's just stick with be able to do that.
Well, yeah. I've been looking around in my own office, and I feel like I wouldn't actually have to do too much to make it a space where I could build Gunpla.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
There's just other things I would have to do first. Also, I'm not ignoring chat. I did just want to chip in and say, have a good day, Tails. I hope you and the family have a great time in London.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but he said he's taking his youngest out for the birthday.
I did see that. And I put it as like a little like note at the back of my head, but yeah. But no, you have a good day. We will catch you next time. And happy birthday to the little one.
Noctum says, I hope the break helps.
Oh, I hope it does too. Yeah, I think it will.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
I'm choosing to be optimistic about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mostly because I have a lot to be grateful and optimistic about.
Yeah.
Especially since, like, for anybody who hasn't been here much lately, possibly because of the channel doghouse situation, but whatever. I actually had a pretty rough month myself. And being more, like, independently mobile again has made me realize, okay, yeah, life could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
So I am choosing to... I'm choosing to be grateful for that and go, okay, what can I do to make my life better moving forward?
Now, we don't want to turn this into just a complaint session. That is not what this is for. So I will say this... Something that has been a massive eye-opener for me, something that has been really important, that has helped me continue on every time I've thought to myself, man, maybe this is it, maybe I'm done. It's you. I'm not even joking. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass or anything. It's you guys. Every single time. Every single time I think to myself, man, should I quit? And then someone does something immediately, like instantly. I think to myself, should I quit? And then bang, something happens. And it's one of you guys. And it's one of you guys telling me that you really enjoyed something. Or you respond to one of the questions in the loading zone, or someone becomes a member because we got the memberships open. Someone sends a super chat or a super thanks. The other night I was thinking to myself, man, things really suck right now. I'm just playing this game. I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I possibly can. Actually, was that even a game? I don't remember if it was a game. Either way, I was thinking to myself, man, I'm having a hard time. I'm just gonna get through this stream. And then Marley sends me a little red rose super sticker. Immediately as I'm thinking that. Literally, I am thinking to myself, you know what? I just want to get through this stream because I just want to close and get away from it.
Was that the stream where nothing happened? The Monster Hunter Story stream when nothing happened?
No. I think it was after that, which could explain why I was feeling so down about it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was It could have been a talking tea. I genuinely can't remember. I haven't had much sleep this week. I can find out. Hang on a second.
That's true. But still, the point is that you were feeling already quite down in that moment. Yep. And then, yeah.
So, that was... Yeah, it was in Do a Teapot Roll. So, that was in the last Talking Tea. And, yeah. I'm not saying this to, like, be like, oh, you know, send me money. It makes me feel good. No, it's just a case of... it's always something.
Well, it's a gesture of, hey, I care about you.
Yeah.
And that would have been the same whether someone gave you a real rose or a sticker. Exactly. And PSA, people love stickers, especially me.
But it was just one of those things where I was feeling down. I was feeling like I wanted to quit. I felt like the channel was dead and nothing was going to happen. Then all of a sudden, bang, there's a rose in the chat. And that reminded me that I'm not just doing this for myself. And that reminded me that, you know, I'm just one person, but maybe as one person, I can make other people happy. I can give people that one extra day. And that's what we're playing with here, in my opinion. We're not playing with lives or, you know, it's one extra day. We're not talking about years or months or whatever. It's can we keep someone hanging on one extra day? Because it's tough out there. And it's hard to be able to say, hey, you know what? Like I said, I was sitting here thinking maybe I wanted to quit. So Marley, thank you for reminding me, because you keeping me going for one extra day allowed me to find my footing, so that I can pass that on and maybe help other people with one extra day. Sometimes that's all it takes. And so, yeah, like I said, I remember this isn't just about me. That I want to create a community. I want to do something that actually positively influences the people, that people feel like they have a place to come to, that people feel like they belong here, that you are never going to be turned away, and that most of all, you have a third place. That's a term that doesn't get used very often anymore. It used to be really big during the late 90s and early 2000s. In fact, PlayStation or Sony did an entire string of ads based on the concept of the third place. So, for anyone who doesn't know, the third place is considered... the first place is home. The second place is work. Home is the place that you always come back to. Work is the place that you have to go. The third place is an escape. The third place is your comfort zone. Not necessarily home, because home you might have responsibilities and kids and all kinds of stuff like that. The third place is a place that is completely free of responsibility. It's a place where you can go and relax. And some people have holiday homes. Some people have, they'll go to the skate park. They might go to, they'll go somewhere. But PlayStation were doing this ad set saying that we will be your third place. We will be your escapism. And that's really cool. That's a really good idea, and I'm not going to say that I didn't completely steal that idea. I did. And if this ends up being your third place, if we as a community are each other's third place, then that can only be a good thing, right?
I remember when they were first bringing out that campaign.
There were some really weird ads.
It resonated with a lot of people, but I think even to Sony's advantage at the time, it was also misunderstood. A lot of viewers took the third place campaign to mean like, oh, we're going to the 3D place.
Yeah.
We are pushing more 3D. And if people misunderstood it to mean that, it didn't matter because it was a misunderstanding that only helped continue to market them.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't understand it at the time either. I went looking into it afterwards, but it was a case of it's the third place, but this is the PlayStation 2, not the PlayStation 3. What are you talking about? Hey, Plague Dark, welcome to the stream. Really, I've been seeing the term third place pop up all over the place in the last couple of years, usually in reference to their disappearance. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that the term has definitely dwindled. Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, the disappearance of third places has been an issue. Parks are... There's... I think one of the biggest things that's affected that was the COOF. Like, turning around and saying, like, oh, you can't go outside. That completely destroys the third place. And the possibility of, these are small businesses, perhaps, or maybe they're a big company. It doesn't really matter either way. When you do go to a third place, if you don't go to a third place for a long period of time, maybe it's been made illegal for you to go there. Thank you, COOF and overreactive government.
Yeah, I remember that wonderful time where they were yelling at people for exercising on their front lawn.
Yeah. Remember that march that lasted 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's, a lot of those businesses went under, and a lot of the third place has been destroyed, and, arcades are gone. There's so many long-standing arcades. Some of the oldest Sega arcades in Japan, for example, gone. Gone completely. Capcom managed to hold on to a few arcades, and they're going to be opening some new ones in the future. Man, I tell you what, that financial end of year thing that Capcom did recently, that they released the financial report. Absolutely fantastic. They have got so many good ideas coming up in the future, including opening up new arcades. Yes, thank you. About time. There is still an arcade culture, and unfortunately, it's not being catered to. If you're in the US, if you're anywhere near Texas, might I suggest checking out Time Rift Arcade? It's an arcade that's created by a YouTuber by the name, well, it's actually his brother. The YouTuber is 8-Bit Guy. He does some amazing videos on refurbishing old computers and old consoles and stuff like that. But he and his brother have opened up an arcade bar, and I want to support it as best I can. And you know what? I can't go there because I'm in Australia. The plane ticket alone would be way too much for me to be able to just go and hang out. But I want to support them as much as I can. If you are anywhere near Texas, if you are anywhere near Austin, I think it's in Austin. I'm pretty sure it's in Austin, Texas. Check it out. Check out the Time Rift Arcade, please, because I want them to do better, because we need arcades. We do. It's our holy place. It's our church. And it's a place of worship that we've lost over these generations, unfortunately.
Bedford, Texas.
Bedford, Texas. There we go. Thank you very much, Kiko. Appreciate that. I mean, I'd wake up at 4 a.m. and watch your streams when I was living in the US because you helped me think about something else. I was feeling quite miserable, so thank you so much. I'm glad you're here. Well, we're glad you're here, Noctum. We really do. I know times are a little bit different now. Now that you've moved. But it's always good to see you. Really. You were one of the earliest members that stuck around, you know? You and Tim. And it's I'm glad that you're still here. Both of you. It really does mean the world. Plague Doc says, I think these days a lot more people would understand the term than back then, but maybe that's just my bias as someone who learned about it from urban planning content. With the cost of plane tickets these days, you could probably start your own art. Well, I'm not going to say anything about that. I may or may not have floated that idea past Kiko already. I tell you
Look,
what,
it's a non-zero chance, but
yeah, yeah, there's a non-zero chance that that might be a thing in the future. Who knows? But I can't make any promises.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll actually finally win that lottery.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if we win the lottery, oh yeah, there will be a virtual fantastic arcade. There will be. Maybe more than one, right? But it's one of those things. Yeah, I think that you're right, Plague Doc. I think that PlayStation doing the third place ad campaign really put the term on the map for a lot of people. I'm sure that there was a lot of people who already knew what it meant by the third place, but like, I'd never heard that term before. Even my parents had never heard that term before. So it's, you know, we all exist in our own little bubbles. So
yeah, and it's the bubble. I wouldn't have expected people like your parents to have ever been in need of it, really.
No. But I think, like I said, the PlayStation ad campaign really put it on the map. You can look at the, you know, Google search charts going back all the way to back then. I think they've got Google search terms going back all the way that far, at least, where you can see it start to spike, you know, where you will see it start to spike, I should say. I can't say that you will because, sorry, I can't say that that it does because I haven't seen it, but you would probably find that it spikes around the early 2000s during that campaign. And there was a lot more discussion about the third place during that period as well, because people were asking, like, what does it mean? And so I know that I've had multiple conversations with people trying to figure out what it meant when I was in school and in college and stuff like that, until I was finally told what it does mean, and it refers to that third place. But I think that really, like, spiked, and then people understood what it meant. But then, as we have experienced a drop-off in third places, arcades closing down is a good example. A lot of gyms shut down. Like, there are some gyms that survived. Obviously, there's a lot of gyms that survived the COOF, but there's a lot of gyms that shut down. There was a lot of other, like, bars, cafes, lots of places like that completely died. Some of them, you know, leading up to the COOF, there was more and more people staying in and doing things at home, and now when the COOF hit, it was like really a big impact, and a lot of people lost their livelihoods, a lot of people lost their businesses, and that meant a lot of third places shut down. And so now we're seeing it again. We're seeing a spike because people are like, well, what did we do before the COOF? What did we do before the world ended? What was the things that we actually did in life? because everything seems so natural now. You stop and you think about how natural it feels to just stay at home. It was never like that. Even me. And I'm pretty much a recluse at this point. But even I was going out to the city weekly. You know? Just to hang out. What the COOF managed to do, it didn't just shut down these businesses that allowed us to give us a third place. It also shut down that part of our brain that tells us that we need to go out and find a third place. For some people, at least, it made us feel like we're better off recluse. And for others, they went mad by the fact that they couldn't go out. And it's had all kinds of psychological effects on us. And yeah, it was obviously a rough time for everyone. There was a time I went out to the theater more often. Exactly. And like the price of tickets to the cinema and to doing various things like that, they've gone up. Well, of course they have. They had to. They had to.
Going out to the movies used to be one of the easiest things that a group of friends could do to hang out, let alone one of the most popular ways to go on a date.
Absolutely.
And now you have to plan a whole event around it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's because they had to put the price up because so few were going. If you see, like, usually when it comes to like business, this is what you normally see. If you start to see a lull in attendance, you lower the prices to try and get people to come back, right? But if you see a massive drop-off, you have to put the prices up because you need as much money per head as possible to be able to stay open. And unfortunately, that's jacked the prices up so high that we can rarely afford to actually go to the cinema. Next week, I'm hoping to go and see Mortal Kombat 2. But that's going to cost us...
Wait, is that still in cinema?
It's only just released in cinema.
Okay, I thought we'd missed it. Hold on, let me go look it up.
Next week, I'm hoping to go see Mortal Kombat 2. And...
we're going to go see it.
Yeah. And... that's gonna cost us easily $60 just for the tickets.
Well, it'll depend on where we go.
It does depend where we go, admittedly, but
were we happy with where we saw the Mario movie?
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was like $20 a ticket, though. Still. So that's like $40 for tickets. The drinks and oh my goodness, the price of popcorn is jacked up so high it's ridiculous. I don't even understand it. Like, corn is cheap. Corn is incredibly cheap. Why is popcorn so expensive?
Probably because the butter.
Always went to the dollar store in the same city block for snacks instead. That is,
yeah, I did that as a teenager.
Yeah. We used to actually have, before going into the cinema, they used to check our bags in the UK to make sure we weren't carrying food from outside. Like, that's how bad it was in some places in the UK. I still managed to sneak stuff in, though.
My favorite story to tell about that is, again, when I was a teenager, I was in high school. And like I was saying earlier, it's like one of the easiest activities that a group of friends could get together and do. So I lived in like a coastal town, and we only had a tiny cinema. It was like a 5-screen cinema, right? Mm. And we would often push our luck, but at the same time, like, we had this routine of we would buy a drink at the cinema. I usually wouldn't need to. I'd bring in a bottle of water and they couldn't tell me I couldn't have it.
Yes, that's actually a good workaround.
We would always hit up this one little snacks shop, like 3-4 doors down from the cinema, and they would be selling all of like their candies and all of their salty snacks, like, you know, really dirt cheap by comparison, packs of gum and blah blah blah. So we would get enough stuff that each of us had a little bit in our bags, and they weren't really in the market of, like, you know, checking people's bags yet. But one time, one of my friends decided to push his luck, and he bought a KFC burger before we went in from, like, further up the road. He had that in his bag, and he got searched because everyone could smell it.
Right. I was going to say, because, like I said, I've always snuck stuff in anyway, and one of the things that I have done is a KFC Twister.
You got the KFC Twister in?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
easily.
Amazing.
So, the bag that I used to have had, like a secondary pocket inside the bag, so you could, you know, hide stuff in it. That was the whole point. It was a bag that I used when I went traveling, and you put stuff inside the extra hidden pocket, so as to, you know, if someone says, "Oh, hey, open your bag, come on, give us your stuff," you can pour everything out, and there'll still be stuff in the bag, you know, safe and secure in the extra pocket. And yeah, I use the hidden pocket to take KFC Twister rolls in. Twister rolls? Twister wraps. Yeah, I used to take those into the cinema. They tend to be cold, though. That's the thing. Is like a Twister. Often the Twister is cold because it's got all that salad and stuff in it as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the salad and
so
whatnot would like bring it down. So you didn't get like a huge
smell from it.
Nah, Zinger Burger got in every got found every time.
Zinger Burger would get done every single time. But,
that's why we thought it was so funny.
But yeah, with the Twister, it was so easy because obviously it's all fully wrapped up, and yeah, I used to take Twisters in all the time, and they never knew.
That's brilliant. Side note, I can get tickets for us next week for Mortal Kombat for $13 each.
Oh, damn, that's cheap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, that's just in a regular cinema, but they have also upgraded all the seats in those cinemas. If you want to see it in VMAX, it'll be a bit more.
Yeah, usually VMAX is the one we go with.
So yeah, that's up to you. I can check the VMAX showing.
Yeah, well, we'll sort that out after the stream.
Yeah. Obviously, I was just having a quick look now since we're talking the cinema and their outrageous prices now, which are not entirely unexpected, and, you know...
No.
We sort of get it.
Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't really change it, unfortunately. Mint actually said, when I was real young, my family would always stuff all the snacks into my backpack, which was on my wheelchair. No teen working a crappy job was going to search a wheelchair for a wheelchair guy's bag. That is, yeah, that is genius. Absolutely.
Yeah, you might as well use it to your advantage.
I can't even argue with that. Like, who in their right mind would be like, I'm sorry, sir, I'm gonna have to check your bags? It's like, that's my bags because I'm in a wheelchair. Yeah, well, we have to check. No one's gonna do that. No one.
I sure as heck wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either, you know.
Like, heck, even when I was working in retail and I would get, sometimes late at night, I would actually get wheelchair customers into the store. Even if I thought they were doing something untoward, I didn't care. I was like, look, you've already been dealt a hard enough hand.
Yeah. No, it's, there was a, I don't think it was Hale and Pace, but there was a comedy skit about a guy with a prosthetic leg. And he goes into a cinema, and his prosthetic leg is full of Burger King. So it's like, no one's gonna check that. Yeah, he went to like a burger place or something. He filled up his leg with fries and a burger.
That's hilarious.
I can't remember what that was in. It sounds like a hail and paste thing, but I think it was something else. But it was like, yeah, he filled up his leg with burger and fries. I think that's freaking hilarious.
People looking around going like, I can smell the fries. Where is it? And the guy's like, oh, look, you can see here. Like, holds up his jacket and everything. And like, I haven't got anything. Like,
I haven't got anything. Let me in. Takes your leg off, eats the fries out of the leg. Kiko watches me enter her cinema, and we both give knowing.
Skittle base stare.
We know where the Skittles are. We know where the Skittles are. Don't pretend like you don't have any.
And they're in my pocket.
Yeah. So long as you're sharing, it's okay. Did you bring enough for everyone?
Today I didn't, no. I just have these new flavor of Twisties, which I don't know how I feel about them.
Oh, yeah?
So, I don't know if this happens in other nations. It seems to happen in Australia a lot, where they get worried, like all the snack companies get worried that Australians are getting bored of their snacks, and I promise you they're not. But Twisties decided to do a collaboration flavor of churros.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So they are cinnamon sugar churros. And I looked at the ingredients like, oh, okay, so I am not detecting any wheat in here. So yeah, they'll be safe for you too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about them. They taste alright. They're not too sweet.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Twisties is kind of like the Australian version of Cheetos.
A bit more dense.
Well, no, like the Cheetos we usually get are like the puff ones. But
yeah.
The regular Cheetos are like Twisties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was like an original version of Cheetos.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, they're a bit more like that. But yeah, like the whole campaign that's been about Twisties since I was a kid has always been like, I think it's like life's pretty straight without Twisties.
Yeah.
Because the whole point is that they're sort of, you can tell that they have been like a raw dough that's just sort of been squished out of like a bag into boiling oil, and so every single one of them is a unique shape, but they're twisted up.
I tell you what, Australia is terrible when it comes to like its products and its ads like that. Life's pretty straight without Twisties is a good one.
That kind of straight. You can't have
fun without a gay time.
It's hard to have a gay time on your own.
It's hard to have a gay time on your own. Yeah. That's another one. My goodness. Australia is so bad when it comes to stuff like that. They know exactly what they're doing. The golden gay time is like an ice cream out here, and I mean, come on, it's called golden gay time. Come on, guys.
There was a campaign a while ago now
to change the name.
Yeah, and everybody ever, including the LGBT community, jumped up and said, "Don't you dare!
Don't you dare change the name of the gay time! Don't you dare change the name of the gay time!"
You remember giggling about those in high school? Oh, it's brilliant. The thing about the campaign that Aneurin's talking about with the "it's hard to have a gay time on your own," there was they ran a campaign where they were in all retailers, and that was all of them. If they carried gay time, everybody had to do this campaign, and that was that there was a 2 for deal. Nothing special, nothing really interesting. It's just like, oh, if you get one, you can get the second one for cheaper. So it's just a 2 for deal, right?
Yeah.
But the majority of stores that weren't like a big supermarket were doing a t-shirt with it. So if you bought the 2, which were already discounted down into a 2 for deal, you would get a free t-shirt. And the t-shirt is the thing that said it's hard to have a gay time on your own.
Mm-hmm. No, there was another one. There was another one about that though. No, it's less fun without a gay time.
It's less fun without a gay time.
No, sorry. Yeah, it's less fun without a gay time. It was another one. I swear it was something like that. I think that's what it was. But there was something about, like, you're not having fun if it's not a gay time. And it's like, these ads are freaking hilarious. I love them. It's so bad, but also so good at the same time. And, like, gay time ads.
Yeah, I looked up it's less fun without a gay time, and I immediately got all of the campaign stuff for it's hard to have a gay time on your own.
Yeah, if you just search for gay time, you get it's hard to have a gay time on your own. Oh,
apparently that slogan comes from the 80s, which is even better. It just means they brought it back again, and people are like, are they saying what I think they're saying? Like, no, they literally mean carefree and merry.
Oh, there's another one. There's a big poster on the side of the highway that says, honk if you're up for a gay time.
That's great.
Hang on, I've got
their most recent campaign is because they've got a new version of the ice cream called the Gay Time Slab.
Yes. Yeah, I saw this one in the freezer.
Yeah, that's mine. I want to give it a try. But the slogan for this campaign is size does matter.
Oh my goodness. They know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're doing, and I love it.
There we go. I found the picture. Here we go. It's very small, unfortunately, but there it is. Honk if you're up for a gay time.
Can you make it bigger?
I did.
Because size matters.
Oh, yes, size matters. That's a good point. There we go, guys. There it is. Honk if you're up for a gay time. Everyone in the chat, honk. Honk if you're up for a gay time.
That is amazing.
Do we have a goose? Do we have a goose emote? Goose.
No, I think we only have a duck.
I can't believe. Duck? Oh, wait, I'm actually typing in the wrong spot.
And it's also a mallard duck, so...
No, there's a goose.
There is a
honk
goose.
For a gay time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm honking for a gay time.
I love that they even use the Buffalo Bill as
right.
the ice cream saying it. That's even better. Broke back anyone?
I was about to say, it's getting all broke back in here.
And you'll have people who are gonna love the campaign and go like, that is hilarious. And they're gonna have the people who are gonna be like, oh man, why do they have to like broke back? It's just ice cream. And then everybody else is gonna go like, shut up, it's ice cream, it's the best.
You think gay people don't like ice cream? You're kidding, right? Makes up 90% of their sales.
Oh wow. Mint just sent me a meme and it's amazing.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll forward it to you because
okay.
What Mint said is, I have this reaction image for so long and it just never comes up.
Oh dear.
So I will forward it to you now. There we are. Isn't that great?
That's great. Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Save. Mint's about to get outed on stream. I do feel this way sometimes too. I gotta be honest. Sounds gay. I'm in.
That's
Thank
so
you for
good.
that one, Mint. Appreciate it. Is that anime?
It was a game first.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called Dramatical Murder.
Dramatical Murder. Yeah. That's the one.
The game is a lot more explicit than the anime is.
Yeah, the animes are... I gotta be honest, it was boring as all hell. It was so boring.
The game is a lot more dramatic.
I remember watching the first episode. Kiko had actually said, you might not like this, and I'm like, whatever. So I ended up watching it.
Okay, fair.
I did end up watching the first episode. I'm like, oh my goodness, I am bored out of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I know nothing about the source, I just have the image. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so Mint hasn't been, you know, a big fan of dramatical murder for years, and he isn't the original author of the meme, and he hasn't played the game multiple times, and definitely not a fan. No, he knows nothing of the source, for sure. No, it's funny. I make that joke, but I'm the one who identified it immediately. Maybe I've been having a golden gay time.
Actually, I'm going to post the thing into the memes and junk now. Due to stream conversation, I feel it's time to share this again.
Wait, what are you sharing? I'm worried now. Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep. I'll post the other one as well. There we go. Alright, where's my duck? Goose.
Where is your goose?
Goose honk. Don't forget to honk for a gay time. Sounds, there it is. Yeah. Good times.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh dear. Man, we've this is exactly what the community hangouts are supposed to be about, you know, just chilling.
Having a laugh about gay ice cream.
Oh no. Hang on a minute. There's a load of these Buffalo Bill guys ads.
Yeah?
Oh no, this one's so bad. Hang on. Oh, I can't save that one. That one's a WebM. That sucks. Let's see. Well, it says it's a PNG, but it tries to save as a WebM. Hang on, I just had a thought. I can use screenshot. There we go. Oh, cancel. All right. Where was that?
Mint says, so it's 6 a.m. and unfortunately I must be off now as I expect a nurse soon. But you all take care and have some ice cream based snacks in my name. I will, Mint.
We will. Absolutely.
In fact, I was actually going to suggest, Anna, if you want to go for a drive later tonight to get some ice cream.
Sure. There's the other one.
All right, checking it out.
Oh, it's in the stream. It's not.
Oh, okay. Oh, that can't be real.
Streets unveils new ad from campaign featuring cheeky gay time and Buffalo Bill. Streets has tweaked its global ice cream campaign, Time for a Cooler Snack, to include a cheeky tone for the Australian market. DDB Sydney reworked the campaign, first conceived by Adam and Eve DDB, using local variants such as Splice Cornetto, Gay Time, and Buffalo Bill. The outdoor campaign has already attracted attention, with another poster appearing to reference the film Brokeback Mountain, with Buffalo Bill asking a Gay Time ice cream, Gay Time, to which it replies, "Whoa there, cowboy."
Oh no.
So that's the one. That's another version of the last one that I had on screen. The one which says,
the honk if you're up for a gay time.
Yeah, honk if you're up for a gay time. There's another version of it which Buffalo Bill asks a gay time, "Are you up for a gay time?" To which the gay time responds, "Whoa there, cowboy."
We have fun here.
We do. So, like, the ads and stuff in Australia are fantastic. That's about it, though. we got nothing else, unfortunately. Great ads, and that's it.
Oh, come now. We have sandy beaches and blue skies.
That is true. That is true. We got the... We had a joke in the UK, speaking of sandy beaches, right? We had a joke in the UK, which was from a TV show, I think it was called from It's Not the 9 o'clock News.
Okay.
And it was an ad for a holiday resort called Sandy Balls. If you Google Sandy Balls... well, no, don't Google. Actually, whoa, stop. Whoa, hang on. Whoa.
I was going to say, I'm not Googling that.
Don't Google Sandy Balls on Google. If you go to YouTube and you search Sandy Balls, you will get the actual ads for it. It was such a po. Okay, if you don't know what a po is something where you don't know if it's real or not. And, yeah. No one knew if it was real. Obviously, people who watched It's Not the 9 o'clock News knew that it was from the show. But there were people that were like, wait, hold on a second. Is that real? Is Sandy Balls a real beach resort? And this argument existed for ages where people would say, no, it's real. I'm pretty sure it's real. But yeah, it wasn't. It was a joke. But it was called Sandy Balls. And it convinced the internet that there was a place in the UK, a beach resort in the UK, called Sandy Balls. Yeah. That was great. That's the best we got. It's not even a real ad.
I wouldn't know what was real anymore if I had to sit through that or like experience that live and go like, is this proof that we're in a simulation?
This is proof we're in a simulation, absolutely. Hang on, I found the other ad just for proof that it exists. There it is. There it is. There's the gay time Brokeback Mountain reference.
That's amazing.
Wait, is this real? No, it's gotta be. No, that's not real. Never mind. There was something that was way worse. It was two cowboys actually holding each other with the gay time logo. And I'm like, no, that's not real, surely. That's not real.
Nah, that would have been people just having fun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. See, I don't think that they would even allow something to be called gay time in other places. You know, it's one of those names that I think some people would be like, oh, you can't call something gay, and then you got other people will be like, what, you're trying to offend the gays? You know, one way or another. You know, there's people that are going to be angry about it. This is something that can only really exist in Australia. The UK as well. The UK wouldn't be able to handle this.
Brokeback Mountain ice cream, say what?
I know, right?
Yes, Vash.
That's exactly what it is. So the one on the left is called a Buffalo Bill. I actually might my pointer goes underneath it. Hang on a minute. Let me move that. There you go. This one over here is called a Bubble Bill. It's an ice cream with a bubble gum in the middle. And this is called a Golden Gay Time. Like, that is actually what it's called. A Golden Gay Time. And so there's a bunch of ads which like reference Brokeback Mountain and stuff like that out here for the Golden Gay Time.
The thing is that the Golden Gay Time has been around for a very long time.
Yeah, I've got an ad here from like the 60s. Oh, sorry, 1970. So not quite the late 60s. But yeah, it started in 1970.
And what it is it's just a vanilla and toffee flavored ice cream covered in biscuit crumb.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thin layer of chocolate as well, but that's to make the biscuit crumb stick to it. And it didn't actually
start like that. So
no, I was just explaining what it is. That's all.
Oh, right, okay. Well, the first Gay Time was vanilla ice cream with strawberry ice cream in the middle. So as you can see, oh, hang on, that wasn't supposed to move. Pretend you didn't see that. So as you can see, this one's got vanilla in the middle. And it's got toffee flavor or caramel flavor on the edge. It used to be the other way around. It used to be vanilla on the outside with strawberry in the middle, and then coated in chocolate and biscuits. And golden cake crumbs apparently was what they said. So it's cake that's been toasted. And that was called
I found the picture of it.
Yeah, that was called a Gay Time. And then came the caramel flavor or the toffee flavor, which is called a Golden Gay Time. But it's Golden Gay Time that's survived until modern day. And yeah, it's still called a Golden Gay Time. And these ads are everywhere. Hey, Kay, welcome to the stream. Gay Time is a god tier ice cream. I miss it. It's still out there.
No, Kay hasn't been able to have them because of the strict diet lately.
Oh, right. Of course. Yes, strict diet.
Good news, that's going to change in the future.
Woohoo!
But for now, strict diet, and that's okay. Kay, you and I will have an awesome day when you can have Gay Times again.
Yes.
I will go and I'll buy a box of 4.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a day of celebration that I can once again have a Gay Time. Hasn't been worth a carb load, understandable. But one day.
Actually, Kay, we were talking about a snack earlier that might have your interest. I don't know if you've seen them at the store, but Twisties are doing this cinnamon sugar churro snack. So I was reading the back of it for like the carb load, and apparently what counts as a single serve is 24 pieces of this stuff.
Oh wow,
and
that's actually quite a lot.
Yeah, so 24 pieces only comes to 15 grams of carbs. Hold on.
Hey, that's not bad. And I realized I just started reading what Vash was saying, but I didn't actually say, Vash, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? I hope you're enjoying this Gay Time. I can giggle like a child. Yeah, so like if you look at what what the Gay Times are called today, you've got the Gay Time Classic, which is the Golden Gay Time. Then you've got chocolate mint, and then you've got strawberry. But strawberry isn't considered the classic, even though that was actually the first. Which is so weird. It's amazing what marketing can do. Actually, a mint Gay Time sounds so good, though. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a mint one.
They did do a mint one, but it didn't last, which I think is a crime.
Man, I love mint ice cream. It's my favorite.
Because for a little while they did a chocolate and chocolate one. So it was vanilla and chocolate ice cream with the chocolate the chocolate coating and then chocolate flavored crumb.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, if you're a chocoholic, that's all right.
As well, which was a chocolate milkshake gay time.
Sorry, they did a what?
Oak chocolate milkshake.
Oh, like oak flavored milk. Got it.
But it's like it's chocolate ice cream on the inside, coated in chocolate crumb on the outside.
And they did one that was a unicorn one, which was just like rainbow colored and really hard on like the vanilla flavors and so on. I think there may have been like another flavor in the ice cream, but I never actually got one.
No, I didn't either.
I think you can still get the unicorn ones, but maybe only as a 4-pack.
I thought they only released those ones during like what's it called? Pride.
It could be. Hold on.
Gay Awareness Month. Be aware of the gays in your community today.
Offer them a gay time and maybe they'll back away.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I think you can still get the rainbow one now.
Okay.
Okay, no, I was wrong. They have it listed in the supermarket, but it's listed as out of stock.
No. Oh, okay.
So I think you might be right that maybe they keep the listing for it, but they only bring it around every Pride month.
Okay.
I would have to find out later. But even the picture is actually very different from when I last looked at it. So maybe they did different versions of it.
There's a birthday cake version.
Ooh, okay.
Which is covered in like multicolored cake sprinkles, but it's not like the unicorn one, which was, I think the unicorn one was actually stripes. I might be wrong. Oh, there was a Fruit Loops version as well, which looks exactly the same as the birthday cake one.
Apparently they did a pina colada as well.
Man, they've done a lot of flavors. I really haven't been paying attention.
Well, I mean, look, it's also fair. Like, if it's not really your thing...
Yeah, I'm not really up for a gay time. We need to stop talking about this. We need to stop talking about having a gay time. YouTube's gonna put my channel into a specific niche that I don't necessarily want to be a part of.
I mean, look, we spend weeks calling that one town in Monster Hunter Stories 3 Gayland, so...
Yeah, I know, yeah, Gayland.
I think the damage is done.
Damage is done, that's it. I'm forever going to be known as a gay icon. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Sorry, not sorry. Oh my goodness.
Actually, Kay, if you check the meme thread in the Discord server, you'll see we've been having fun with this whole gay time topic.
Yeah, it is good times. It's always good times. That's the important thing, you know? Ultimately, it's for good times.
Dear Adria. Yeah, I'm really curious about like that original gay time ad. Like, especially because it's a really odd poster. Apparently in the UK they just called it brunch.
What do you mean they called it brunch?
That was apparently the name of the ice cream.
Wait, what?
In the UK and Ireland, they have brunch, which is a strawberry vanilla ice cream with pink and white crumbs. It was released in 1963. New Zealand have the Streets Cookie Crumble, which is the same as the Golden Gay Time. Good Humor in the USA have the strawberry shortcake, which is very similar to the brunch one. But yeah.
I've never seen a brunch before. I'm not even getting a result from Walls. What? Hold on. Heart brand? Did they change the name from Walls to Heartbrand?
They may have.
I'm getting more results for HB ice cream. Yeah, okay, I search HB ice cream and I get loads of the brunch ads. So, the interesting thing, this company, this brand, was called Walls in the UK, and it's called Streets in Australia. I don't know if you guys have an equivalent in the US or anything like that, but I assume that you do. It's just, the symbol is like a heart, but it's like a curl. It curls in on itself. Yeah, it seems like they've changed the name to Heartbrand, which is really awful. I'm sorry. I find that's terrible. That is a horrible name. Like, we make fun of things like Twitter by calling it Bird App. Imagine if you called you called it Bird App. Everyone's calling it Bird App. And then suddenly Musk turns around and goes, "Oh, that sounds great. We're going to call it Bird App from now on." So, Walls has become Heartbrand. That sounds so generic. Oh yeah, we're the brand that has the heart logo. We are Heartbrand. I don't like that.
It's just so lazy and unimaginative.
It just feels so, yeah, so unimaginative. Like, can you imagine any other company doing that? It just seems so...
Well, I'm sure there's cases where it has happened.
Imagine, like, Coke and Pepsi changing the names to Red Cola and Blue Cola.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'd rather not, thanks. I would stop drinking both of them. Have you all read... have you all ever heard of a breakfast spread called Vegemite?
You might say that we know of it. I don't know if this is obvious, but I'm Australian.
Yeah.
And Aneurin was silly enough to move out here with me.
Yes, yeah, that was that.
Yeah, and don't worry, yeah, being Australian, I'm very familiar with Vegemite, and for Aneurin, like, they hand those things out upon entry into the country.
Yeah.
So he didn't really have a choice in the matter.
No.
And there is, in fact, a jar of it in my cupboard now.
Yes. It's horrible.
It's delicious.
It's not, no.
It is absolutely a thing of opinion, though.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Terrible. It tastes terrible. Every other opinion is wrong.
And yet, it's a product that's managed to survive.
It is vegetable yeast extract. No.
Basically, it was just it was a product born of the beer industry.
Yeah. It's literally the scrap. It's literally the crap that is left over when they finish making a beer and they scrape off the stuff at the bottom that got burnt onto the boiler. That's what it is.
Byproducts. Thank you, Kay. That's the perfect word for it.
It's not a product of the beer industry. It's a byproduct. In other words, it's waste from the beer indry. And
which then turned into a product.
They stuck it in a jar and said, "Oh, we can sell that."
The thing is, it has health benefits.
I'm sure it does.
The reason I started eating it again when I was a teenager, I think I was like 18 or 19, it was that I needed more vitamins. And Vegemite is really high in B vitamins.
Yes, it is. That is true. I agree with Kay. Gotta give him points for creative waste management.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Just sell it to people. I mean, that's what brewer's yeast is as well, to a certain extent. Brewer's yeast Sorry. Brewers. It's not brewers yeast. Brewers yeast is what you need to make beer. Ale balm. Ale balm is the remaining living yeast, if it survives, and you can use that to make ale balm breads, which are really nice. To be fair, don't know about that Vegemite though. So I've heard that it tastes like barley. Right. It does kind of taste like barley. Imagine if it was, you've got the flavor of barley, okay? Concentrate it by like 1,000,000 times. Now, for every ounce of barley, you've got an entire kilo of salt. Mix that all together, and that's what you've got.
I mean, it's not really much different from Marmite, is it?
Well, Marmite, I believe Marmite is, Marmite is also a yeast extract, that's right.
And a lot of people have been eating Marmite around the world.
I know for a long time that I thought that Marmite was a meat extract. I thought it was a meat spread.
Oh, wow,
I might be wrong about that. Hang on, let me quickly...
No, it's a yeast extract.
It is yeast, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeast extract, yeah. For a long time, I thought it was a meat extract. It was a meat spread, which I was like, meh. But I thought it was like an OXO, you know?
Like
an OXO
that.
spread, something like that, or like a Bovril. Yeah. So Bovril, here we go. Bovril, that one is the beef paste. So Bovril,
yeah, that one is actually stock.
Yeah. Well, it's not really stock. It is, but it isn't. You can use it as a stock, and it is really good. But Bovril, if you get Bovril, you can spread it on toast if you want like a really beefy, meaty flavored toast. I wouldn't recommend it. Much like with Marmite and Vegemite, people always spread it too thick. You only want a little bit. But the thing with Bovril is you take a scoop of, you get a spoon, you get a teaspoon, you get a scoop of Bovril, and you put it into a cup of hot water, mix it up, and you got yourself a lovely cup of Bovril. Something that'll keep you warm in the wintertime. Basically a beef hot chocolate.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Oh, I just found it. This is another one. Here we go. This is the most British thing ever, by the way. Let me just quickly get this picture. Seeing as we've been talking about... ice cream. This is the most British thing in the world. Oh, come on, I lost my pictures folder. There it is. There we go. Bovril beef ice lolly.
What? And you call Australians crazy. What's worse is that you remembered that existed. You didn't just stumble across it.
It's very British. It's very British. I've talked about one of my favorite comedians by the name of Jasper Carrot a few times, and like even he has a joke about Bovril, right? And the joke is that they're Birmingham City fans, right? Him and his friend.
Right.
They're fans of Birmingham City, and somehow Birmingham City actually managed to get into the finals. And it was Birmingham City versus Manchester United at the Manchester United Stadium. So it was a sea of red shirts, and then him and his friend in a blue shirt. Right? And this is the part that some people didn't understand. And his friend didn't understand because he was only now just getting into soccer. Right? What happens is, if you're up against Manchester United, you go to the stadium, you cheer for Manchester United, and then you go home. Right? It doesn't matter who you actually support. You cheer for Manchester United and you go home. Because football hooliganism during the 70s was kind of a big deal. And this friend of his, not knowing how that system works, decides to, he's going to boo it every time Manchester United scored a goal. And everyone's looking at him like, oh my goodness, he's going to get his head kicked in now. And then, miracle of all miracles, Birmingham City actually managed to score, which was great, except for Jesper Carrot and his friend. His friend, who in a crowd of boos jumped out and started yelling, "Yeah, go, you get him, City! You gotta stick it in that goal! Yeah!" To which Jesper Carrot punches him and drags him back down to the chair, just in case he thinks that, just in case anyone else thinks that Jasper is with this guy. So during the halftime break, they go and get some snacks, they go off to the bathroom and comes back. When he comes back from the bathroom, his friend is walking towards him. He says, "Oi, Carrot! What? Do you know they got no cow in Bovril? They got no Bovril! We're a lousy ground. We're a terrible team." And immediately every single Manchester United fan just turns and stares at them. And Jesper Carrot is there, as his joke goes, he's there slashing his face, trying to get blood on his shirt to make it look red. Anything to just get a red shirt. I'm not with him!
Like, yeah, when you're saying that, apparently he tells a story that he punched his friend, and they're like, no, sit down. Yeah. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm with you.
Stop supporting the other team. I know we're here. Stop it.
But, like, fella, if you're the only other one wearing a blue shirt, they can probably do that math.
Well, as the joke goes, there was actually one other person in a blue and white scarf. He was hanging from the end of it.
Oh, dear. It's almost like football was serious business.
What? It's huge. I mean, come on. Games Workshop create an entire race of aliens based on football hooliganism. The Orcs. In case you weren't sure, it was the Orcs from 40k. They were based on football hooligans. That is the inspiration for the Orcs in 40k. Oh dear. All right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab a drink because I started drinking this can of Dr. Pepper while I was mid eating my food before we started, and it has since gone dry. So I'm gonna have to go grab another can. I'm gonna leave you in Kiko's capable hands, but I will be right back. Off you go, Kiko.
Funny thing is that Aneurin talks about how I still can't get over the Bovril thing, but I'm now thinking that he's firmly reminded me, talking about like football hooliganism, words are hard, football hooligans doing their thing, and the whole red and blue thing. It just reminded me, like, well, that's something to look forward to. I've got my own football hooligans to avoid soon, because we have this thing called the State of Origin, and I just realized, oh no, the first game of that is coming up. Roughly a week and a half from now will be game one of this thing we call State of Origin, which is a rugby clash between Queensland and New South Wales. And it would explain why I'm seeing so many maroon shirts everywhere right now. But I'll tell you what, there won't be anybody there with their ice-cold Bovril lollies.
Was that ice-cold Bovril lollies?
at State of Origin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm saying that first game of that is coming up, and I'll tell you what, there won't be any Bovril there. Just beer and yelling.
And there'll be lesser for it.
Thing is that we're also going into winter. Like, it's starting to cool down. So I can't imagine a Bovril would go down that well. And yet, at the same time, I realise, wait a second, Australians eat more ice cream during winter than any other time of the year.
But, like, Bovril doesn't need to be, like, cold. Obviously, a Bovril lolly in the middle of winter, not necessarily the best. But, like, you guys don't have Bovril at all. I mean, it'd be the same as putting an OXO cube into a cup of hot water, I suppose, and drinking hot OXO cube. Which is fine, because Plague Doc and I do that.
You guys do that.
Yeah. But, like, the classic is the Bovril. And I don't think you can get them here. I'm going to do a quick little...
You probably have to look for an international section, honestly.
Yeah, I'm checking up Woolies now and see if they've got Bovril.
Also, thank you, Kay, for proving my point. I haven't looked for an ice cream in months. The weather is starting to cool down. I pick up a gay time slab. Coincidence? I think not.
I keep searching Bovril, but Woolies keeps auto-correcting it to boil. And I just said, no, don't search for boil, search for Bovril. And it says, oh, we couldn't find anything for Bovril. Here's the results for Bovril. What the hell's a Bovril? Why is there results for Bovril and not for Bovril? What is happening?
I need to tell you what, I actually need to start turning my phone off when we're streaming, because it's clearly listening to me again.
Oh, they always do.
I went to Google and I typed in B-O to start typing Bovril, and it's already brought up Bovril versus Marmite.
Bovril wins.
I haven't searched Bovril. Why does it have that already in there? Because it's been listening to me.
Here are best guesses for Bovril. Best guesses. Okay.
Frickin' AI. Go away.
Okay, so, no, you can't get it at Woolies or Coles. I wonder if they'll have it at Tom's.
You can apparently get Bovril at Drake's. What's a Drake's?
Drake's?
Drake's supermarket.
I have never been to a Drake's. I've never seen these before. What the?
Drake's Supermarkets is a privately owned Australian independent retail chain based in South Australia.
Oh. Yeah, that could be a problem. Oh, wait, there's some here, though. There are some here.
Yeah, apparently some made it up into Queensland. There's one at North Lakes. Wow.
There's two in North Lakes, one in Burpengary, one in Everton Park, one in Samford.
One at Caboolture, one at Palmerston.
There's a couple in Rochdale.
Regent Park.
Oh my
no one
goodness.
wants to go to Rochdale.
I've never seen this before. Oh wait, all the way up at 𝗬𝗏 as well. Oh wait, there's one in Gympie.
I'm happy to see more competitors to Woolworths and Coles.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I might check those out.
Mm. Welcome back, Marley.
Welcome back, Marley.
That's enough Sargon trial for now. What I missed, you missed a gay time.
Yeah, you missed it. We had a wonderful gay time. But the thing is, Marley's gonna know though. Marley knows the gay time story. She's another one of us. Down here at this end of the world.
She may have missed all the cool billboards, though.
Oh, that's true, yeah. There were some really good billboards, to be fair. Drake's comes up as a grocery store on DoorDash. Oh.
But apparently, it's not there. The Bovril, that is.
We're gonna have to... No. What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean Bovril's not there?
Well, Kay said, never mind, it's not there.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, never mind, it's not available. Then said there's some Drakes in Queensland.
Ah, okay. All good. We could try... Like, Tom's usually has some strange stuff. Tom's Confectionery Warehouse. Why are you using Google AI to search for this? Just look for... Oh my goodness. Tom's Confectionery Warehouse. Oh, I know why it's doing that. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right, so... I don't know if you know about this one. Some people do this, some people don't. It all depends whether you were first brought up on computers with, like DOS and stuff like that. You tend to use tab a lot, you know? You type something, or if you're doing coding, another thing is you use tab a lot. You tab to move the, your line across so you can see the indentation of your code and stuff like that. When you type in a search bar, right, my natural response is to press the tab button, right? You type, you press tab, but they've changed that now. If you type and press tab in Google, the tab tabs you over to the AI mode. So when you press enter to search, it doesn't just... So when you're typing and it's got the autofill, you hit the tab button to make the autofill into actual text. But what it does is it also tabs you across to Google AI. So when you hit enter, it uses AI as the main search function instead of regular search. You tab all the time. It's a way of life. Exactly. There we go. Yeah, I use tab all the time, and Google have done this now intentionally. It must be intentionally, because now when you hit tab to autofill, to fill out the autofill, it will always go to the AI function. So it must be intentional. All right, Marley said, may I ask a question? Of course you can. I'm just looking through Confectionery Warehouse at the moment. See what we can find. Bovril. Bovril. Nope, that didn't work. Bovril. Nope. Oh my goodness. Bovril, Australia. I could have sworn they had it at Tom's. So Woolies is showing up, but it's saying out of stock. Even though when I searched it actually on the Woolies website, it was not there. Oh, apparently IGA has it?
Okay. There might be an individual store thing, though.
Maybe. We can always take a look at IGA. Like, there was a section, there used to be a section in Tom's Confectionery Warehouse. I know, it's Confectionery Warehouse. But they still had a section for, like, cooking stuff. They used to have pot noodles. They used to have, some of the chip shop curries and stuff like that we always used to get in the UK. Yeah, they used to have those at Tom's Confectionery Warehouse. So I could have sworn they used to have Bovril, but I'm going to guess that they just stopped stocking it now. It looks like Woolies used to stock it too, so maybe we have seen it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, maybe they don't actually list it because they have rotating stock of what comes in.
Yeah, that is possible.
Because I feel like I've seen it in the international section of particular Coles stores.
Yeah. Well, we can check out IGA. We can check because it is good. It's good stuff. I haven't had it in years.
Well, if you're up for it, we could go
for an OXO cube these days.
If you're up for it, we could go for a little drive tomorrow and do some adventuring.
Oh, I definitely want to do some adventuring now that we're going to be taking next week off. Well, I mean, I know you aren't, but
well, let's do it tomorrow.
Hey, can Kiko have a few days off?
No. I have stuff I have to do.
So, Marley says, it has come to my attention on VTuber Twitter that some streamers and chatters don't like when chatters announce their arrival or leaving. It takes away from the stream. I'm guilty of it, so I've been trying to cut back, but what's your stance? If I've been annoying with it, my bad. Some VTubers can bite the big one.
Ultimately, it's a...
Yeah, no. I don't...
Well, I was going to say, ultimately... Hi. Yeah, that's ultimately a individual stream space thing. If that's the stream rules that a particular streamer has put up, adhere to their rules. You don't need to assume that's the case for everybody.
I just realized bite the big one means death. That isn't what I mean. I meant bite me. I just had word salad. My apologies.
Yeah, you mean suck the big one.
Suck the big one. That's the one. Yeah.
Suck the big one or bite me.
Bite me, yeah.
But yeah, here, Marley, at very least, I feel like I can speak for Aneurin on this one, that here, we would much rather people just talk.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're leaving, we don't have a problem with that.
Right.
We would like to be able to say goodbye.
Look, this is the way... this is the way I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I agree with what Kiko says. If, like, a particular VTuber or YouTuber says, oh, don't do that, then don't do it. At the end of the day, it's their show, it's their decisions, and whether I agree with it or not, it's... I mean, I think it's kind of dumb, personally. I don't think it adds anything or takes away from the show. The problem I would have is if you come in here and you say hi, and then you go away in 10 minutes and you say bye. Like, if you don't say anything else, if you just say hello, and then 10 minutes later you say bye. Right? That's fine. I'm happy with saying hello and goodbye. But if you come back 10 minutes later and say hello again, and then in 10 minutes time you say bye again, and that's your entire contribution to the chat, is just you saying hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye for 5 hours, then yeah, that is just disruptive. So if you're gonna say hello, that's fine. Of course that's fine. Everyone's welcome. I wouldn't tell people that they're not allowed to say hello. That seems so silly to me. If you're gonna say goodbye, I would prefer it be goodbye. But or at very least, like, if you're saying, oh hey, I'm gonna be heading off soon, see you later, and then you come back in like a couple of hours time and you're like, okay, I'm back, you know, that's fine. I've got no problem with that. The only problem is when people just say hello, bye. We kind of had that with someone for a little while in the past, that they were literally coming in. I would say, hey, how are you doing? They would give a one-word answer and then say goodbye. Like, that was literally it. It was like all they wanted was just to be acknowledged, and then they would leave. And I'll be honest, that kind of pissed me off. But at the same time, I also came into the realization that maybe that person just needed to be acknowledged. That maybe they had something going on in their lives and they just wanted someone to know that their life sucked. And they wanted to just see someone say to them, hey, how you doing? That's far more important than my ego. I think Kiara from Hololive was the person that really hammered this home. Is that she said she was in a stream and someone sent a message saying that they were dying of terminal cancer. And that Kiara is one of the few things that they listen to that gives them the strength to keep going despite the fact that it was, you know, that they knew that they were going to die. And people in the chat went absolutely nuts saying, this is a copy pasta, don't listen to it. This gets sent to loads of VTubers. It's the same message posted every single time. And Kiara's response was, she was crying at this point from reading it. And everyone was saying, don't respond, it's just a troll, it's a copy pasta, don't do it. She said she doesn't care that it's a troll because on the off chance that it is real, that's more important. That's more important than my ego. That's more important than being like, oh, suck it, trolls. Because if it turns out that this time it's real, then that matters to someone. And that is the correct way to think, in my opinion. That is the correct way to be. That is, at the end of the day, we don't know as streamers if people coming into the stream are being truthful, being honest, being genuine. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if someone came in here and said that they were dying of cancer, I would treat them as though they were. Because just in case. I would rather be the person that tells 100 trolls, I'm sorry to hear that, than be the person that tells that one person who is dying of cancer, suck it, troll. It's not worth it. It's totally not worth it. So if you want to come in here and you want to say hello, say hello. Please. I always say this. I don't mind if you lurk, but say hello. Say hello so I can acknowledge you and know that you're there. You don't have to chat if you don't want to. I'm not going to push you into chatting if you're not comfortable with doing so. Maybe at some point in the future you will. But if you're not right now, that's fine. But say hello. Say hello anyway, so that I can say, hey, welcome to the stream. And if that's all you want, if you just want to say, hi, I'm here, but I'm lurking, then you know what? I won't even say, how you doing today? I'll just say, hey, welcome to the stream. There you go. As for saying goodbye, if you're leaving, say goodbye. But don't do it every 10 minutes. You know, don't keep coming back and saying, okay, I'm leaving again. Okay, I'm leaving again. Okay, I'm leaving again. It gets to a point where, especially if I've got very low chat rate, which has been happening for a while, as we know, because of the whole YouTube shenanigans and the Resident Evil stuff. I've had a low chat rate. So if it's one person that keeps coming back saying hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, and you can see multiple hello, goodbyes in the chat on the left or the right of the screen, that looks really bad. It does. It doesn't look good for me as a streamer to see, for other people to come in and see that people are just coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. And there's no chat in between. There's no timestamps. There's no timestamps over here. So people will see that and they will assume, oh, they said hello. then maybe like an hour went past, and then they said goodbye, and then they said hello again, so that must have been like an hour in between. Maybe they, you know, something like that. People are going to assume that chat hasn't moved at all, and that does look bad as a streamer. But no, I don't agree with the idea of I don't agree with the idea of not saying hello or goodbye. I don't agree with that at all. I want people to say hello. I want people to be engaged in the chat. Like I've said before, I don't want you to look at my chat and think, oh, this is a chat for Aneurin. You know? Yeah, obviously, there are some times where I'm going to have to say, okay, hold on a second, guys. You're going to need to not talk about that particular thing. You know?
And ultimately, that's what I'm here for. Exactly,
yeah. You know, but I will say sometimes, hey, look, you know, that's not a particularly good topic. We had to hang out and relax. Let's not talk about that so much. But generally speaking, I want you guys to just talk amongst yourselves. Like, I don't understand the sheer amount of ego that is required for every single person in the chat to only be talking to you, the streamer. That makes no sense to me. Let's assume that I'm a big streamer now, right? Let's say I've got like 1 million subscribers. There's 10,000 people in the chat. I can't communicate with every single one of you. And that would be a ridiculous thought just on the face of it. I wouldn't be able to talk to everyone. I'm not going to be able to see everyone coming in. But you know, you guys can talk amongst yourselves too. So if someone wants to talk to me, admittedly, when it comes to something like that, unfortunately, it would come down to... See, this is the thing. The idea of getting like 100,000 or 1 million subscribers, it bothers me because I realize that I'm going to have to utilize certain monetary functionalities just to be able to keep up with people. So if you were to do like a super chat or something, then I'd be able to see that you were talking directly to me. But because of that, because I know it is absolutely impossible for me to keep up conversation with 10,000 people in chat, even 1,000 people in chat would be a huge ask. I think that you guys should be chatting amongst yourselves. I do. I really do. I think that I am providing entertainment, right? That is what this stream is all about. Everything that goes on this screen is me trying to entertain you guys. But chat is you guys talking amongst yourselves about what you're watching. Back in the 90s, we used to watch TV and be on the phone with each other, talking about, oh, did you see that? That was great, that was.
This is back when phones were attached to the wall.
Back when phones were attached to the wall, yes. You know, we'd watch TV and we'd be on the phones talking to each other while we were watching something. If we couldn't be there together at the same time watching it together, then we'd be on the phone. But I want you guys to think of the YouTube chat as a living room. I'm the TV. You guys are the living room, right? Talk amongst yourselves. That's fine. I've never understood this. I genuinely don't get it. I don't think I'll ever fully comprehend this idea that everyone in the chat has to be talking to me. That's so dumb. That's so egotistical. It's so arrogant. Nah, chat amongst yourselves, guys.
And on the flip side, don't take that to mean that you're not allowed to talk to Aneurin.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah. I'll include my 2 cents when necessary.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But, like, you shouldn't feel afraid to talk amongst yourselves. the chat is just a chat room. You just...
Aneurin is the thing that's on the telly.
Yeah, I'm the thing that's on the telly. You guys are the ones in the chat room. It, like, think about it from another perspective. If you've got, like, you're on Discord, you're all in, like, a voice chat or something on Discord, or you're all in a chat, and you're all watching a shared YouTube video. Because we've done that a couple of times as well. We've had a few people in the chat. Yeah, watch party. You don't only talk about what you're watching, do you? I mean, oh, that's another good example, actually, being on TV and you guys are the live studio audience. If you're in an audience, you talk to each other. Surely. I know when I go to the cinema, I do try to keep it down, but I'll always, like, lean over to Kiko and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. You know, talk about the thing that we just saw. Or maybe talk about, some, oh, that reminds me, we need to do this when we go out, get back outside. You know? There are some things that I would ask that people don't discuss, and that would be, like, in-group things, you know? If there's, like, 3 of you that all know each other outside of the stream, and you talk about something that only you could possibly know about, that is exclusive. So I do ask that people don't talk about stuff like that. One of the examples, I've asked Kiko to not talk about work. Like in a detailed sense. Because only Kay understands what she's talking about. But if she wants to say, hey, you know, I had a rough day at work today, that's fine. But don't go into the details of, oh, well, we had to do this and we had to ship this over to there and that boat wasn't on time, so we had to reroute that to here. Like, everyone else just glazes over. You know? Kiko
we can be vague, but yeah, as soon as we go into too much detail, it's like, okay, yeah.
So there are some things.
I've caught myself doing it too.
Try to avoid exclusive conversations, but aside from that, I want you guys to just chat. For a corpo streamer, exactly, I kind of get it. I don't. I genuinely don't. Not even for a corpo streamer, I don't get it. Because when you look at someone like 𝗶𝗁𝗁, who has well over 100,000 people in chat at any given time, sometimes, there's no chance in hell that she can talk to everyone. So the idea that all chats have to be directed at the streamer is stupid and egotistical. I love 𝗶𝗁𝗁. I adore 𝗶𝗁𝗁, right? But it's not her, and I'm not saying it's her fault. I don't think it's stupid and egotistical of her personally, but the concept is so egotistical that you can only talk to me. No. Don't talk to other people in chat. Stop talking to other people in chat. No, you talk to me. I'm the person that should be the focus of your attention. I hate that. I really hate that. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to build a community, not to build a temple of worship.
The only time it worked is when you had somebody playing a character who was supposed to be like that.
Oh, absolutely. If you're doing that, that's fine. But I am not special. I know that Anonymous used the example of a TV star. I am not a TV star. I'm not a celebrity. And I completely reject the entire concept of being a celebrity and having fans. I don't want fans. I want community members.
You're the guy on the public access channel.
Yeah, I'm Wayne. I'm Wayne, she's Garth. Right? That's what this is. Wayne's World was one of my inspirations for doing this. I love Wayne's World. And the idea of being on TV was something that was so beyond the possibility of of something that I could ever do. And then YouTube came along. And I didn't know how to do it, but for years I'd been trying to do YouTube stuff. I was getting in friendly with some early YouTubers, some early bloggers. People like, you might remember Meme Molly, or Paper Lilies, or Oh my goodness, what was his name? There was a guy that I hung out with a few times.
Hung out with?
Yeah, actually hung out with him. He was,
Do you mean Ben Loka?
Ben Loka, yeah, of course. Sorry, I couldn't remember what his name was. Ben Loka, yeah. So I was getting in closer. Taking consideration, Meme Molly was also friendly with people like Community Channel, who was probably one of the biggest bloggers ever for a time.
We are never getting that Lamington's recipe.
We are never getting the Lamington's recipe. That is never going to happen.
Death of the Universe first.
Yeah, we're finally gonna get Grand Theft Auto 6 before the Lamington's recipe. But yeah, you know, some of those bloggers went on to do bigger and better things, and we wanted to do something called the Internet Zombie Movie. And the idea was to do a zombie movie through the medium of YouTube, and have different bloggers from around the world contribute something to this this weirdness that's going on. It was a conspiracy that the governments of the world were keeping a secret, that zombies were real. And we as bloggers were going to go around recording zombies and uploading them, and it was all going to be contributing to a bigger narrative that would eventually be a movie. And that was such a good idea, and I was on board 100% for that. And I went up to London, and I met up with Ben Loka, Paper Lilies, and there was a bunch of them as well, a bunch of other YouTubers at the time that we hung out with. And we recorded everything. We sent all the footage back to Paper Lilies, and it was going to be good. Unfortunately, the whole story, the whole concept fell through. It was a lot bigger than we were planning, and we just didn't have the infrastructure for it.
Had to blow out.
Yeah, we had a forum which was limited to only people who were a part of the project at first. But because the project scope kept growing and growing with everyone who wanted to contribute footage, it just got to a point where we had thousands of minutes of footage, and it was impossible to get through it. It just was, and it just kind of, it broke apart under its own weight. But you know, that is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. That was back in 2005, I think. 2005 or 2006.
I would say probably 2006, because I had already come back home by that point. Yeah, it might have been while after you had gone back to Australia. It was either before I came out to I came to Australia, or it was after you went back to Australia. But yeah, either way, it's something that I've always been fascinated with, the idea of public access, the idea of being just yourself on television. And that's what YouTube has ended up being for me, and that's one of the reasons why I have such a hard time with the idea that YouTube isn't for you anymore. You know? And I refuse to allow myself to become what YouTube wants me to be. I just want to be myself. I want to play video games. I want to build a community. I want to chat with you guys, and that's it. That's all it needs to be. I don't want to be a celebrity. I've got no greater plans of making movies like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or even Wendigoon. Wendigoon made a movie as well. Don't forget about that. He did it first. Still need to watch that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I think it's based on Stalker, I think.
Yeah, it was a collaboration with the Stalker team to then make a live action film.
Yeah. And like, I still haven't seen it, I gotta be honest, but I do want to see it. And it was actually a film. It did actually get a cinema release in the US. It was a limited cinema release, but I did get one, so yeah. I want to watch that one. But I've got no greater plans at the moment. I want to create a small ecosystem within YouTube of people who want to stream and like-minded people who want to create this growing community, a living community, a community of people who will chat together, will hang out together, will play games together. And it starts with me, and it starts with Kiko, and maybe it'll go elsewhere. Maybe we'll get more people involved in the future. But for now, AneurynPlays, Kiko plays the virtual fantastic. That's what we're doing. That's what the goal is. It's to be a living magazine. Is the way that I like to describe it. It's a living magazine. A lot of what I've been doing with my channel recently has been heavily influenced by magazines, because I read a lot of magazines. I read Retro Gamer. I get Next magazine, which is for the ZX Spectrum Next. I get that sent to my door. I'm looking at getting more physical gaming magazines, and I use that as my inspiration for how I want to make my overlays, how I want my channel to look, how I want to do certain features and different streams and things. And there's other influences as well, but they're all retro influences. Things like Talk and Tea with Aneurin. The whole idea of Talk and Tea is based on talk shows, you know, like radio talk shows. And because it's never so simple as, you know, Tea with Aneurin, which is what it was originally going to be called. But it usually, when you got a radio talk show, it's got something that's like, it's got more of a rhythm to it, you know? Like Late Night with Alice Cooper. You know, there's a rhythm to that. And so it's like Tea with Aneurin has no rhythm. There's not enough syllables for it to have rhythm. So Talk and Tea with Aneurin. Talk and Tea, 3 syllables. With Aneurin, 3 syllables. So it's got rhythm to it. But yeah, that's where I'm from. That's where my mind is. My mind is Wayne's World. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm special. I'm not special. I'm just me.
You're a goober is what you are.
Oh, shush.
Kay said it first.
I imagine she did, yes. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my chat hadn't scrolled.
Okay.
Plague Dog says, unless it's a theater, I hear there's a special place in hell for people to talk there. Yeah. Actual theaters, when you're going to a show, do not talk to each other at a show. That is, yeah, no.
Yeah, that's theater on a stage for people who don't know the difference. Now, in Australia, we use the same spelling for both. But, yeah. If you're going to a place where there's people on a stage, not a screen, you do not say a word.
Indeed. So, Molly was saying, during my cutback, I like to tell streamers that I'm leaving to eat or sleep or shower. If I was a streamer, I just think I'd feel bad if my own chat had just clicked off without a word. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't really necessarily think that way. I don't think that, I don't feel like I need people to tell me I'm gonna go have a shower. I mean, that's personal. That's up to you. You do you know? If you want to tell me that you're having a shower, that's fine. I'm going to now try to not think about that. And, you know, you've made it very difficult for me to not think about people having a shower. So, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes that's a little bit awkward, admittedly. But if you're going to say, hey, I'm going to go get some food, I'll be right back. Or I'm going to go get some food, I'll see you in half an hour. Okay, that's fine. Enjoy your food.
A kind of be right back message is fine too. But also if it is a, hey, I have to go because XYZ, I have to get ready for work now, or oh, my friend is here, we're about to go see a movie, or
yeah, exactly.
We hear this one from OJ quite a bit. It's like, hey, I'm going to the theme park
I'm going
again.
to the theme park again.
We go like, great, have fun.
Sounds like you're having a wonderful youth. You know.
But yeah, like things like that, don't feel bad for saying bye.
No, absolutely not. Definitely not. I think like, that's the short version. The short answer, Marley, is no. Say hello, say goodbye, just don't be an ass about it.
You chat plenty enough in between, so we don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes I do admit, I will assume that you're still here, and I will say, hey, Marley, look at this. This is how you do this. And then you're not there. And I'll go, oh, well.
Yeah, and see, that comes back to the whole not knowing if somebody...
knowing that you're not there.
Not knowing if you have clicked off.
But that's another thing, you know, this comes down to... This much I will agree with when you say that it's like, it's different between corporate streamers and independents. It's not, I wouldn't say necessarily corporate and independence. I think it's more along the lines of like how big you are more than anything else. If it's someone who's like really, really big and they've got a lot of people in the chat, there's also, it's also a lot less likely that I am going to be talking directly to one person. Because there's so many people, you know? So having 10,000 people in the chat, I'm not necessarily going to go, oh, Marley, look at this. And then I've got another 9,999 people going, who the F is Marley? You know? That's not fair. That's exclusive at that point again, you know? But right now, we're small. We've got a small, close-knit community. I am able to talk to you, and as much as I want a million subscribers one day, I am dreading the idea of not being this close with you guys ever again. And this is why I keep saying this. I always say this every time the topic comes up. This is the best time. Right now is the best time. Because now we've got enough people that it matters to YouTube to be able to say, hey, actually, you know, he's doing quite well. But it also means that there's so few of you that I know every single one of you. That's not going to happen in the future, and that sucks. And I hate to think that that's going to happen. But I know it will. That is the suffering from success. But it is what it is.
So let's all enjoy the way it is.
Yeah.
And that means
hanging out, having fun, couch co-op over the internet. And welcome to Mary. How are you doing today? How have you been, Mary? Good morning, 2 p.m. That's what I do. That's how I do it.
Yeah, I finally got over my tism with that one. There are so many people who go, good morning, and it's the afternoon.
It's my morning.
No.
Yes,
sure.
I am mourning over the fact that I'm awake.
Okay, see, that's fair.
I am not saying good morning with an R. I'm saying well, I am saying good morning with an R. Good morning. I am mourning the fact that I'm awake.
See, the argument I usually use is like, you can have breakfast at any time of the day because that is you breaking your fast.
Yes.
I do not care. Morning is an actual time of day.
Morning is a time of life.
But yeah, like the same way how it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Like, well, I guess it's morning somewhere.
Yeah, it's true, yeah. It is always 5 o'clock somewhere. And it doesn't matter where
hit
in the
him
world
later,
it
Mary.
is. It doesn't matter where in the world it is 5 o'clock, I still can't drink.
But you can have ice cream.
I could have ice cream, that's true. It's not fair. I'm not allowed to drink alcohol anymore, so I started drinking non-alcoholic beers, and I finally found a non-alcoholic beer that I genuinely like. And now I can't have beer because I can't eat wheat. I'm so annoyed. I've gone back to drinking apple juice. And just pretending it's cider. It's fine. It's non-alcoholic cider. Apple juice.
I mean, I like apple juice, but okay.
I like it. No, I do too. I've been really enjoying being a bit more of an adult and drinking smoothies. I bought myself, I bought us a NutriBullet. And it's been quite the change. I really do like making smoothies. I like to do carrot and apple. Those are great. Excuse me.
Well, the same way how you are suffering because you can't have wheat and so on. Kay can't have juice.
Oh, of course you can't.
Like, me, I'm just walking in a minefield of people's, like, you know, food no-nos.
Kay, but you don't drink... Oh, my goodness. I was going to say, you can have a cup of _Bovril, but you don't do hot drinks either. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, and then it's not worth it, is it, Kay?
You need... you need to... At the very least, you need to try a cup of Bovril. You might like it. You never know. And you know what? You don't put sugar in it. You know, like with a cup of tea, you put sugar in it. You don't put sugar in Bovril. You put salt in Bovril. You don't put a whole spoonful of salt in Bovril. That would be... well, that would be Plague Doc's territory. But, you know... You can crack a little bit of salt into the Bovril. That's makes it taste nice. Do you know what? I'm gonna have a cup of OXO when the stream is over. With that, I'm off to eat Din Din with sister. I get to see Oshi 1 and Oshi 2 and Aneurin. That's it. You're banned. That's it. Molly's
no,
banned.
she's not.
Molly's
I will unban
banned.
her.
No, Molly's banned.
Oh wait, no, you can ban her. Hellfire gave your hammer back.
Yeah, I've got my hammer back. I've also got a lot of really big hammers that I've been building in Monster Hunter Rise. I finally did it. I finally went back and I started building all of the hammers in Rise. Excuse me, what is this slander? No, it wasn't slander. It was more of a collateral damage.
Kay said, not gonna lie, I used to just boil some hot water and dissolve beef and chicken stock.
That's what Bovril is. Yeah, yeah. You'd love that. I think you'd like it.
Anybody who eats like noodle cups and keeps all the broth is basically the same thing too.
Oh, I don't know about that. Don't agree with that one. Some of those noodle packets are a little bit. They're designed to be eaten with something, so they've got a very different kind of flavor to offset the noodles. Oh, we got a loud person outside again. Thank you very much for your contribution to the stream. You will not be paid. Anonymous says, I don't drink either, just out of choice. No, I can't drink because of my medication. Apparently, the medication that I take, I thought I wasn't allowed to drink alcohol because it was going to nullify the effects of my medication. And I was thinking to myself that, so that just means I just need to take more, right? That's fine, I can drink, I just need to take extra. Well, apparently not, because what alcohol does, it actually enhances the effect of the medication that I take. So rather than, you know, taking more, I need to take less. But obviously I don't know how much less to take per alcohol. It also depends on how alcohol affects your system. And I've got extremely high tolerance for alcohol. And pretty much everything else. Like,
yeah, It's not like lactase or insulin. You can't just take more of the medication to offset it.
No. So I can't drink alcohol. I'm not allowed to. I used to like beer. That's it. I like beer. I like cider. I like some whiskeys. And I like mead. That's it. I'm very much so classic when it comes to the stuff that I like to drink. I like beers. I like stout. With some whiskeys, not a lot of whiskeys. I like. Oh, I do like rum as well. I like Captain Morgan's. Captain Morgan's is good. Kraken's pretty good too. Yeah. So I'm definitely more on the traditional end of things. I'm not a big fan of like vodka or any of these like vodka cruisers and all this, you know, all these party pop alcoholic drink nonsense. I'm not into any of that. I like my beer. I like my stout. I like whiskeys, some whiskeys. I like rum. And I like mead. And that's it. That's all I used to drink. And I wasn't really a big drinker even then. I still only have like 1 or 2 bottles at a time. And I don't even drink every day of the week. Then I just, because I had to take my medication, I stopped drinking alcohol entirely. And I started looking for beer because I just genuinely like the taste of beer. So I was looking for a beer that actually, a non-alcoholic beer that actually tastes like beer. That is near impossible.
Yeah, a lot of them just don't taste like anything.
That non-alcoholic beers do not taste like beer. I don't know why. Maybe it's a part of the process. Maybe it's the alcohol contributes to some of the flavor. But non-alcoholic beer does not taste like beer. It just doesn't. And I found one that actually did. It's called James Squire non-alcoholic beer. And I loved that. But then I started getting an upset stomach while drinking it. And more recently, if I so much as eat... What did I have? I had a pie. And just the amount of pastry in a pie made me feel sick. What was the thing I had recently, just like last week?
Cherry Bakewell?
No, it was something else.
Because it was part of the Cherry Bakewells that you said, like,
I did have a Cherry Bakewell that night as well, but it was something else.
Oh, it might have been a digestive.
It was digestive biscuits, yes. Digestive biscuits are a wheat biscuit. Yes, a lot of biscuits use flour. No, this is a wheat biscuit. Like, it's very wheaty. And I got so sick from just having 2 biscuits. That I'm afraid that I've gone full celiac. I haven't been to the doctor about it because if I go to the doctor about it, that means that he'll confirm that I've gone full celiac, and then it's a bad thing. What I don't know can't hurt me. But, yeah, sadly, I can't drink any of the stuff that I used to like to drink, and it bothers me immensely because I enjoyed them. Like, it wasn't an alcoholism thing. It wasn't like drinking to get... I couldn't get drunk even if I wanted to. I don't have that much money. But it was something that I enjoyed. I like mead. I like beers. I like stouts. And now I can't have any of it. Sucks. Mary says, by the way, I got back onto the server after a while. I moved 20,000 blocks and I'm starting from scratch. Oh, wow. Okay. Trying to find... We're gonna eventually get into doing like a Hightail server. Just want you to know about that. We are going to be doing a Hightail server at some point. I just need to figure out the right time to do it.
Well,
and
in the
figure
meantime,
out how to do it.
Yeah, in the meantime, people can still have fun on the existing Minecraft server. I have unfinished business myself, but yeah.
I think what Kay was saying, I'm okay with some ciders, and then spirits that are just too high carb content for me to bother with. Yeah, not completely understandable. Yeah. James Squire Alcoholic Ginger is really good. Yeah. I agree. That is such a good ginger beer. Like, as a hard ginger beer. Mary says, I bought 4 breezers. I'm assuming there's a Bacardi breezer last week just to get a cool bucket. Yep.
Amazing. Just pass off the bottles to someone else.
Yeah, just give bottles to someone else. I'll just have the breezer, thanks.
I just want the bucket.
Yeah. You mentioned you have gluten intolerance. Yeah. Beer also contains it. It does, yeah. Which is why I can't drink it anymore. I am tempted to buy like a 6-pack of James Squire just to test it. But if 2 biscuits can make me feel so awful the next day, I am... Yeah, I don't know what to do. That's how I was until I gave in and went to the doctor, and sure enough, I got the beatus. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. My grandfather had the beatus. My dad has got the beatus. I'm probably gonna get it eventually. I've never been quite as large as my father had been. He'd gotten quite large at one point. Never like obese. Like, he was never like huge or anything, but he had gotten quite fat. He's slimmed down a lot in his age, but I'm putting on a little bit of weight. I'm fine though. Like, I think I'm fine. But I
mean, look, quite genuinely, you probably just need a bit more activity.
I probably do, but I've got the other problem with my lungs issue. Like, I run out of breath just talking to you guys. Right, if I go for a jog, I'm gonna die.
Well, that's the thing. You don't jog, you go for a walk. And you build up your lung capacity and your endurance over time.
I suppose. Mary says, also, Biscuit bullied me into streaming. He bought me the Moonman game I've been looking at and wanted me to stream it so our friends can watch me play. Oh! Like, are you streaming it on YouTube?
Or do you just mean like Discord screen share?
Twitch, it was easier? Well. There we go then. YouTube is fine. I think YouTube is way better than Twitch, honestly.
I've been seeing
I'm so glad that I'm not on Twitch anymore.
I've been seeing some more Twitch streamers who've been coming over to YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, having meltdowns going, like, people who stream exclusively on YouTube, you were braver than I gave you credit for. I am so confused. What the hell is happening?
Yeah, I mean, like, YouTube... I think YouTube is really good because it allows you to set up waiting rooms. And every single waiting room is its own stream, essentially. Whereas with Twitch, it's more like you've only got one waiting room and you just turn it on or off. I can understand why that's simpler, but I don't think it's easier. If that makes any sense. Jogging is pointless, just hurt your knees, just walk. I remember you saying, I'm gonna say 5 years ago, that going for a walk is pointless, you should at least jog. Friends who helped me set up are all Twitch streamers. Hello? I could help you to set up. Going outside is pointless, just don't. Yeah, that's true. You just need to warm up well. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the swimming is usually the thing. What do you mean it's like 3 a.m. for me? I'm still awake at 3 a.m.? Since when am I not awake at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, haven't you met him? Figuratively.
I have no memory of this, but it would hardly be the first time I was wrong about something. Well, you shouldn't. I'm always going to be awake at like 3 a.m. I can't sleep. Even with the medication, I'm still having trouble sleeping. Currently going through a cycle of sleeplessness. I don't like it. It's bothering me. 5 hours last night was pretty good, not gonna lie. I mean, like, one of the things, I didn't mind swimming. I used to like swimming. I used to like going in the water. I just don't like going to the beach. If there was like an indoor pool, then I'd be more okay with that.
I mean, there is one nearby.
Is there?
And it's a heated pool.
Don't tell me where, obviously. It's doxing. But, yeah. Okay, I didn't know there was one nearby. I knew there was one where we used to live, but even that was like half an hour away. Depending upon traffic.
There's actually one, and again, yeah, definitely not going to dox, but there's actually one really close by. Oh, okay. It's a heated pool, and so they operate all the way through winter. And they are like a third of the cost of most of the other indoor heated pools.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, like, it's actually kind of insane. And now that I'm confident enough with my back, I am going to start going there because I need to keep swimming. Okay. I lost the last month of summer, and I'm sad, so I want to go back to swimming.
Do we? Does it have like pay to get in, or is it like a membership?
I think it's just pay on the door.
Okay.
That's what I mean about it, like, being a third of the price, because I looked it up and it just has, like, yeah, just an admission price.
All right. I'll have to. We'll have to do that. Make it a weekly thing. Okay, that sounds like fun. Get a little bit of exercise in. That's pretty good. If it's only 10 minutes in a cycle from you, then it's going to be, what, like 15 minutes walking? It's not going to be that far. I guess
actually, yeah. No. I'm
15,
mapping it in my head now. We could walk there.
Okay. That sounds like fun. We could definitely do that. We live really close to a community swimming pool, and I can actually get in for free because it's free for people who work for the state. And me being my mum's aide, oh, of course. Yes. Huh.
Yeah, Mary gets a lot of those benefits.
Yeah, you get a lot of them, yeah, for being a carer.
Now, obviously, it already sucks with everything that happened to Mary's mom.
Yeah, obviously, but, you know,
it's nice to get something back.
Yeah. No, you gotta take the silver linings where you can. But that's really cool. Okay, well, there we go. We'll do swimming. I'll get a little bit more fit. Need to start taking advantage of it. Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? That's gonna be something to do. Maybe we'll go at some point next week.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. It is 9:30. I was only planning on doing this one to be a little bit, I was aiming for 9:30 to be the end, but, you know what, we've had some good conversations.
Nice to see a lot of people come through.
Yeah, if only just to say hello and goodbye, that's fine. That's okay. That's what we want. That's what we like. So, just to clarify if I wasn't clear enough in the first place, Marley, don't think if, and actually this goes for everyone. It is easier to get forgiveness than permission, right? It is easier, and I mean easier. I don't necessarily mean better. It is obviously better to get permission than forgiveness, but it is easier to get forgiveness than permission. If you want me to give you permission for every little thing that you do, that's not going to be fun, is it? And that's going to be difficult for both of us, because you need to ask questions for literally everything, and I need to give you answers for literally everything. So, if you do something, and I say, oi, now, let's not do that, problem solved. You know? If I don't say, come on now, let's not do that, then you can assume that it's okay. Or you can assume that it's okay up to a point. So, maybe to end off this stream, I just want to say, like, don't be afraid of that sort of thing. I know that there's a lot of YouTubers out there that will say, oh, well, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do the other. And I am here to say no. That is not how I operate. I do not have an ego. I am not so arrogant as to think that just because I go live on YouTube that I'm some kind of celebrity. And I don't believe that chat needs to be all about me. I want you guys, I want chat to be treated like a chat room. That's what chat is. It's you guys getting the opportunity to hang out and chat together. Even if it means that I am talking about something, like if I'm directly talking to you guys and saying, hey, I want your input on this, then please give me your input. You know, I'm not saying it just for the sake of my well-being and saying that, you know, please give me your input, and then everyone needs to shut up because they're afraid of, wait, do I actually, should I actually give my input? I don't think he actually wants my input, you know? I don't want none of that. If I'm directly asking, hey guys, input on this, please give me your input. But otherwise, have a conversation. Talk amongst yourselves. It doesn't have to be about me. I would like it to be about video games. I would like to talk about video games because I would like to be a part of the conversation too. And that's what I like to talk about on this channel. And there is, of course, the rule, the three simple rules. Don't talk about, you know, no gods, no kings. We don't talk about religion, politics, or anything divisive that might include crazy, over-the-top conspiracies like JFK faked the moon landing. You know, stuff like that. Actually, JFK. Wow, I mixed up my. I mixed up my conspiracies there. No, Stanley Kubrick faked the moon landing, and JFK is actually still alive. It depends how crazy you want to go with your. JFK didn't fake it. I did. Yeah, there's some crazy conspiracies out there. It depends what you want to believe, you know. But the idea that Elvis Presley is still alive and well, and JFK was assassinated by the CIA. I mean, that might be true. And the moon landing didn't happen. You know, those are contentious topics, and I will make fun of you for some of them. That was my keyboard. I was moving my keyboard. That's my keyboard. I mean,
it sounds like you're dragging a wooden barrel.
Yeah. Okay. That wasn't anything else. That wasn't a bodily function. So yeah. But I want you to have conversations, you know. And the only religion I'm okay with talking about is video games. I just threw everyone for a loop. Yeah. And but I do want you guys to talk. I want you guys to treat this like it's a genuine chat room. I want you to treat it like you can have conversations, you can ask questions of each other, you can just chat about anything. It doesn't have to be about me. And I think that I don't want you to think other YouTubers. If you're in another YouTuber's channel, do what they say. But you don't have to bring their rules into this channel. Okay? I'm way more free and easy than that.
That's a great way to put it.
So yeah, don't be afraid of. And if you're absolutely not sure and you want to ask a question and say, hey, is this okay? Can I talk about this? Do that. Ask me. The worst I can do is say no. And, oh, well, I could ban you, but, you know. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to ban you for asking a question. I need to get started on dinner. I need to feed my mothership. It was nice popping in for forever. Say hi. Miss you guys. We miss you too, Mary. It'd be good to see more from you in the future, especially if you're streaming. Mary, what is your Twitch link? You're not going to be able to post it in the chat, but DM it to me on Discord. I can't see you on Discord. Where are you? There you are.
I found her Twitch.
Oh, did you? All right. Well, Kiko's got it. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't hide from me for long.
No. I like normally I'd be able to as well. YouTube doing the auto translate there on Anonymous.
What the heck?
Anonymous is saying "see ya, Mary," and it's being translated for me as "see, this is mine."
Well, I'm glad it shows up properly on like the stream chat.
Yeah. See, this is mine. Yes, that is the cyan later, you know?
Yeah, just Anonymous taking ownership. That's fine.
Yeah, Mary now belongs to Anonymous. As the, you know, the streamer, the super celebrity that I am on YouTube, I hereby make this official. Mary now belongs to Anonymous, and have fun with that. Alrighty, but that is, I think that is going to probably be the end for now. Oh, there's Mary. Mary on Twitch. Oh, yeah. There's Mary's Twitch account. Go check them out. Don't currently have anything uploaded on there, but yeah, please do check them out. And I love that Twitch is the only website in the world where when I'm not logged in, I still have notifications.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That is a thing. That is really annoying. Enter my authorization code from my authenticator app. I forgot that I'd set that up on Twitch.
You can do that later.
Oh, I have done it. I just need to log in. Let's see now. Discord, Facebook, Twitch. There we go. We were unable to verify. Oh.
You're right?
Nope.
Nope, never.
No, never. It's all gone wrong for me. Finally!
Hey!
So my authenticator app is out of sync. I had to use the text message. There you go. I am now following Mary the Menace. Cool. Alrighty. Why do I have notifications? Why do I have notifications? It doesn't make sense that I have notifications. I don't do anything on Twitch.
Look at it later.
I have a... Why is anyone following me on Twitch? What?
Probably because you still had the account to check out other people. Yeah, and then there were just follow back situations.
I can edit my suggested channels. I can put Mary on it. Mary the Menace ad. Okay. Save. Cool. Literally, my Twitch channel is literally just me shouting out other people. That is all it is. It is just Max Horn, Hellfire, and Mary. That's it. That's all it's on my channel.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Yeah, so with that one, I'm going to bring the stream to an end. Your background song is so good. What are we listening to right now? Welcome to Cybertron by Backing Track. So Backing Track are a really cool band. They're a bit more heavy than most of the synthwave stuff that I have on here. But, you know, I listen to a lot of different synthwave bands. Backing Track is a really cool band because they much like Harris Heller, make music exclusively for YouTubers to use. YouTubers and Twitch streamers. The guy that is like the I believe he is the main artist in Backing Track. He's also called Epos Vox. And Epos Vox is really a great channel for learning how to set up streaming gear. Like he does a lot of stuff for setting up streaming gear as well. Definitely check them out. Check out Backing Tracks. They got an amazing catalog of music, and some of it goes a lot harder than what we're listening to right now, and some of it is a little bit lighter. And of course, if you're interested in doing YouTube or doing Twitch streaming or anything like that, Epos Vox is a great channel for learning about the sort of technology that you're going to be using, the sort of microphones that you might be using. He's really good with microphones, and yeah, just all around just a really great and engaging guy who will actually respond if you ask a question. Say, hey, I don't understand how this works. He'll help you out. I would also recommend checking out their Discord channel as well. But that is going to be it, and that is going to be the break. We will be back in 1 week. Like I mentioned before, there will be a Loading Zone episode on Monday, but that will be the only thing I'm going to be releasing next week. Please do check out the Loading Zone for more information on what we're going to be doing going forward. And, yeah, next week, no, I'm not going to pull the schedule up because it'll be empty. There you go. If you've enjoyed tonight's stream, please do leave a thumbs up to let YouTube know that you liked it. And if you really enjoyed it and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified of when I'm going live next. That's kind of important right now, as YouTube is being funny with my channel. So, yeah. If you want to help support me and support this channel, Memberships are open, and I would greatly appreciate it if you could. Only if you could. If you can't, if you don't have the money for it or anything like that, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a requirement to be here, but it would be greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on something that isn't YouTube, we've got X, I've got Threads, and of course, and Instagram, and our Discord. All the links to those are in the description. And that's gonna be it. That is the actual end right there. So, hang on a minute, my buttons have disappeared. What's going on?
Oh no, not that.
There we go. All right. So, as always, be good to yourselves, be excellent to each other, play more video games, and until we see you, peace, love, and high scores. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.